I'm not sure where he's at, bro. He was at the pop in. I guess try to wait for him, but we already 20 minutes late.
Who waiting on?
The
You know
homie
what?
Lynn, but I don't know where he's at. And he said he's gonna be a little late, but I don't know how late exactly, and I don't want to keep people waiting. So we'll just go ahead and start in this. He can just join whenever he's ready to hop on. He can just hop on, man. So what's good, chat? Everybody in the chat, appreciate y'all waiting, man. We are a little late as always, but we do apologize. But we in here. It's always Mo's fault. He was the last one. He was the last one to join today.
Pretty
Technically,
much. I ain't gonna lie.
it is his
Yeah.
fault. But
He had
today,
a good reason though.
DD.
today we're gonna be having some fun conversations about 2025. Gonna dive into some things about some good, some bad, how we felt about the year overall since it's pretty much coming to an end. Because next week's episode, the last one of the pod, is gonna be giving our like predictions for 2026 and things that we want to see happen and all that stuff for the future. So that's what we're gonna do. We're also waiting on one other person to join. Lynn is gonna be on here. I'm not sure exactly where he's at, but um, he should be on here at some point, I believe. But we do got two guests. We got Alan Petty Endo who's underneath. We got Josiah, the official, who's been on here before. We're gonna give some takes, some opinions. We got Mo as well there in the corner. Shout out to G. Shout out to Mate, and shout out to Jade, who will not be here today. They got some things going on, but they'll be back next week. So today, fellas, 2025. Just do a little recap. We're gonna kind of do a little recap of some things. We'll talk about some of the bad and some of the good too. There's probably some things that we did like, overall, but there are probably mostly going to be bad conversations that we're going to be having today overall. Before we start, Alan, I'm going to give you the floor. For people who didn't see the podcast after the Elimination Chamber going all the way back to the beginning of the year, we had a couple of people up here. I don't remember everybody who was on that particular show. But Alan was one of the only guy actually on the show who said that the John Cena heel turn was going to fail. It wasn't going to work. He didn't like it. Everybody said he was crazy. Some people even said it was going to be better than Hulk Hogan's heel turn. Some people even brought up that narrative. We all lived in the shock moment. So the moment was definitely very, very shocking. But the aftermath and the run didn't live up to the expectations that many of us expected. So everybody in the chat and all of us up here, we owe Alan an apology because he was right. He was definitely right. The John Cena, the heel turn was shocking. That was a great moment, but the heel turn itself didn't really live up to the expectations, man. Didn't really live up to what we thought it was going to be.
Well, first off, I would argue it was poorly planned. Now I know there's been back and forth the narrative on, there were things that John wanted to do that he wasn't able to do because WWE wanted to do it a certain way. I don't know the whole story. I just know that when that thing at the Elimination Chamber happened, I just looked at it from a long point standpoint, and I'm like, well, he's already on his way out, so it's pretty predictable what he's going to do, and I just don't see it working, and it didn't work. I mean, some of the matches were fire. Don't get me wrong. I didn't care for the ending to his feud with Cody. I sure as hell didn't care for how he won the title. Don't even get me started. Las Vegas WrestleManias always have the worst endings. And my favorite is WrestleMania 9, which y'all play me about all the time. So,
But that's your favorite?
Wait, what?
It's my first. So.
Oh, okay.
Wait. What's your favorite WrestleMania?
WrestleMania 9.
I don't know why.
You've heard this before. But ultimately, y'all can get on me about it. But ultimately, what I looked at was John Cena only had a limited amount of time, so there were only so much he could do. And I already had my, kind of shaking suspicions that WWE Creative at some point was going to drop the ball with this. And they did it a lot quicker than I expected. And, it doesn't take away from John Cena's career. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer. He is, some people consider him the GOAT, a GOAT, whatever you want to call it. This doesn't take away from that. This is just a small portion of an overall great career. I just didn't think the heel turn was going to work. I will stand on the fact that he should have been the original leader of the Nexus. That was the time for him to turn heel.
I think that Because I heard the podcast, right? I'm pretty sure we all heard the podcast of that. Like he wanted to do 200 dates, but they said we only need you for 36 dates. I feel as though if he had 200 dates, the heel turn would have been a lot better. Cause I feel as though like it was, like I said, like through 36 dates, he wanted to cram a lot of things in that at that time period, and like you can't do like a heel turn, a short heel turn, and then break it up into like a random face turn. That's what like creatively it gets jumbled. So I feel as though if he had a lot more time in the retirement tour, then the heel turn would have probably been a little bit more well received.
For me, I just didn't like the heel turn. I don't think there's anything they could have did to make it work, if I'm being honest. Especially in his retirement years, is like you're trying to convince people now that John Cena is this bad guy. When number one, he hasn't been booed in that fashion in a long time, and we know he's retiring. So it's like there's so much nostalgia this year that people are gonna have for John Cena. There's nothing he could have did to make, I think, majority of the fans that hate him. He said he wanted to ruin wrestling. People are like, yes, John, ruin it. Like, destroy it, please. Like, if this was 10, 15 years ago, it'd been different. Like I said, if he was in the Nexus or had did something crazy, it'd have been different. But it's like, during his final year, I get they probably did it because they left that what if factor and they wanted to cancel that. Like, all right, we did it, see how it went. But it's like, I just felt like I never really cared to see it. Like, it would have been fine if it happened years ago, but like, during his retirement run, maybe if we didn't know he was going to retire this year, it'd have been a little bit different. But it's like the fact that we knew he was leaving and we knew it was his last year. It was like, how are you supposed to convince the audience that John Cena is now this bad guy after being this superhero for years? He's now a bad guy all of a sudden, bro. Like, and he's bad because the fans booed him and he had this abusive relationship and all this stuff. He even tried to, switch it on the fans who supported him. But it's like, there's nothing that was working, that the fans were literally like turning on him in a way where it was like heel fashion. You know what I mean? It was like, I get maybe they wanted to do it to try to make Cody the babyface going into it, but it's like the fans were going to react no matter how they were going to react. If they were going to boo Cody, they would have done it if Cena was a heel or a face. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just like the way it happened, plus with the whole Travis Scott and The Rock stuff and that falling apart. It's just like, that's why I said last week, I feel like with the retirement tour booking, I feel like John Cena has to take a little bit of blame on that as well, because based off the interviews that I've heard him say, it just seems like he didn't really put any creative input on his end. It's kind of like whatever WWE gave him, he just did it because he's the company guy. And it's like, all right, this is what we want you to do. This is what we're presenting. But I feel like if that was me, I'd have been like, bro, we're not doing this heel turn, bro. Like, for what?
Yeah, that's what, because we was talking about it, but beforehand, I was like, what Cena's tragic flaw, right, as a WWE superstar, his tragic flaw that he's too much of a company man, right? He thinks that with all of these with all these decisions, he thinks that he's like giving back to us when we're like, no, Cena, like we're not trying to see that. Like, we don't want that to happen. Like, you have the pull to say no, I'm not doing that, right? Like, I'm John Cena. I'm not gonna go out there and have Travis Scott be the main reason why I won my 17th world title. I'm not gonna go out there and say I'm gonna ruin wrestling. I'm not gonna go out there and and bring Make-A-Wish kids out there just to get squashed by Brock. I'm not gonna do that, right? Like, Cena has the pull to do that, and like that's just his one tragic flaw as like a WWE superstar, that he's just too much of a yes man, and I hate it. I really do.
Yeah, I think. No, I was just gonna say, I think the biggest red flag from the beginning with this heel turn was the explanation of you guys bullied me. Like, I had a problem with it when he first said it. I'm just like, you had a t-shirt called Rise Above Hate for all these years. And now when we stop hating you, what? Like that's where the disconnect started. I think
I never thought of it like that.
If he would have started, I think what the direction they should have gone, when they found out Rock was not going to be involved, was turn him into a tweener. Don't go full heel. Have him be a tweener and have his explanation be, I'm desperate. This is the last year I can do this. I need to break the record. That would have been a lot more digestible.
Hypothetically, if they were going to turn him heel, I feel like he should have just did it in the match against Cody to win the title. because he hadn't won a singles match in like 8 years at that point. And this is Pete Cody. So he could have been like, I mean, I did what I had to do. I didn't feel like maybe I could beat this version of Cody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm older now, and I struggled against guys like Austin Theory and Solo Sikoa and stuff. I feel like if he would have cheated to win, that would have been more of a shock factor. Like if he hit Cody with the title and won that way, it would have been like, whoa, like what? Like that would have been like some crazy stuff. But it's like the way they executed the heel turn was good. That was a crazy like buzz, but it's like then the aftermath. And I get that plans changed and Cody and Cena couldn't really do nothing about that. That was out of their control when Travis Scott wasn't involved and The Rock wasn't involved anymore. That was kind of like out of their control, and they already did the heel turn. So I get that they couldn't go back and change it, but it's like I just feel like there's other ways they could have just did it to still make it better. You know what I mean? I just, and me personally, I just didn't want to see it anyway in 2025. Like I just wasn't feeling it. I just feel like it should have just been like the match we got at SummerSlam. That should have been WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Like that should have been WrestleMania, and they still could have ran it back at SummerSlam. But it's like now when people think about John Cena winning the 17th world title, they're just gonna think about Travis Scott coming out and getting involved. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. Like that's a historic moment, and I still believe that I didn't even hate the match itself. Like the match that was happening before Travis Scott came out, it wasn't terrible, but I'm like, all right, I mean, this is fine for what it is. But then when Travis Scott came out, everybody's waiting for The Rock. Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? And The Rock's coming out somewhere. And then when it didn't happen, I was still waiting for him even after he won.
I was waiting for after he won.
Yeah, I was like, so is Rock gonna come out and raise his arm?
Like after he won, I'm thinking Rock sent Travis out there, master plan. Like, okay, he's still gonna come out after.
Honestly,
did he even come out? My bad. I'm saying like, did he even come out the Raw after WrestleMania?
No.
Yeah. So then like
he just disappeared completely.
Can I just say, Rock or not, the fact that Travis Scott was even out there just pissed me off. Now, don't get me wrong. We've had rappers in wrestling, but I'm like, this is the main event of the Showcase of the Immortals. This is the last match of WrestleMania. I don't want to see your little black ass out there. This is the last match. You aren't directly involved in the storyline. You're here for like 2 seconds and then you're gone.
Well, he was a part. So originally he was a part. Whatever story they were going to do.
I'm talking about afterwards.
Yeah, he was a part of the story, and then that fell out for whatever reason. I don't know. But it's like, what I don't like is that they if he was going to be a part of something cool, but like, why does he have to be involved in like the biggest high profile thing you got going on? You feel me? Like,
that's like when Metro Boomin helped Cody win back the title at SummerSlam. Like,
yeah, it's like when Bad Bunny came in. When Bad Bunny came in, he goes after like Miz and stuff like that's cool. You know, bring in Jelly Roll. You want to put Jelly Roll in there with whoever? That's fine. But it's like you're putting him in there with Cody and Cena, and then like this is the main event spot. You know what I'm saying? It's like if we had seen Travis Scott wrestle before, we had knew that he could do some stuff. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like at least we've seen a couple of matches, but it's like he never had a match. Yeah. He never done anything.
You put Logan Paul in that same spot, we're not talking. Because Logan Paul's been wrestling for he's on 3 years now. Yeah. He's a wrestler US champion. He's a wrestler. Yeah. So that would have been fine. But just like when I just remember in real time, I actually puked when I saw him walk out. I was like, oh, this is
bro, and then that entrance took forever though. Like,
I told the guys on the pod, bro. Literally, that was 420, bro. So I was in the clouds. I thought I was hallucinating.
Right, it was.
I genuinely thought I was hallucinating. So the next day, I was in Discord VC. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna rewatch this match because there's no way I saw what I just saw."
There's no way Travis Scott took that long to walk down the ramp. No. There's no way Travis Scott.
That's when I realized the match itself wasn't that bad.
And Mo, you might want to pull up the sign on this because this is the one thing I've been arguing with my people about. Because of how bad that ending of the WrestleMania was, I don't ever in life want to hear anybody talk shit about the WrestleMania 9 ending again. This was worse. Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
Wait.
Wasn't
WrestleMania 9 the one where Hogan came back and won the title?
This was way worse.
So ass. Wait, no.
But this was worse. This was
WrestleMania.
I can't give you that, bro. I can't give you that.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, I don't ever want to hear about this shit.
I will say, same tier. I ain't gonna lie, same tier. I'm not gonna same tier.
I feel like WrestleMania 9 is like a whole different diabolical of like.
But I'm just saying that for the record only because as we can and look, WrestleMania is back in Las Vegas again next year.
Yeah.
right?
Unfortunately, yeah.
The worst WrestleMania endings seem to be in Las Vegas.
Every time.
But people got to remember though too. WrestleMania 9, you already had a winner of them. You had somebody win, and then somebody comes out afterwards and takes the title for nothing.
Yokozuna laid out the challenge.
People got to remember, Travis Scott came out, but he's not the reason that Cody won though. Cody eliminated him, and then Cody had a chance to hit Cena with the title. He had it in his hands, and then he hesitated, and then John Cena took advantage of that. Now, if Travis Scott came out and did something to Cody and hit him, and then Cena took the pinfall, then I feel like that's crazy.
That's fair.
Like
that's fair.
He wasn't the reason that Cody won though. Cody had a chance to take out John
That's
Cena.
real shit. He said the worst part about the Travis Scott is that Cena was in control. He was whooping Cody's ass when Travis Scott came out. Like Cena didn't even need Travis Scott. Cena didn't even need Travis Scott out there. He was whooping Cody's ass.
He just hit the AA.
He's just hit the AA. Yeah.
He's hit the AA.
So the
Bro,
timing
Hogan
way
cashed
off.
in Hulkster in the bank, bro. That
That works for me, brother. R.I.P.
was
So overall, 2025 definitely was a downgrade year compared to last year. What about this year for you guys just wasn't clicking? Because there are some things that I did like about this year. I'm not gonna pretend like everything was bad,
Sure.
but what about this year just wasn't clicking for you guys personally? If you
Now-
got the list.
I'll let y'all go before I break out my list. I'll
Nah,
let y'all go.
you put up the list. Go ahead.
Nah,
You have to
I
go.
mean, mine's gonna be relatively quick because y'all know I'm kind of in and out. You know, when it comes to to live shows and shit like that. But like, it's not even so much the programming itself. You know, what really disappointed me this year, and it's really bugged me, is that some wrestling fans never change. We literally watched a whole group of wrestling fans absolutely clamor for Cody Rhodes to get the title, for Cody Rhodes to end this destructive streak that Roman Reigns was on. And these same fans are crying like the hoes they are to get Cody out of that spotlight. And it's like, if you're going to push for something like that, know what you're asking for. We knew what Cody was when he came back. We knew what Cody was moving forward. It's not like this was supposed to be a shock. You asked to put him in this position. You wanted him to be the guy. And then you got mad because, oh my God, WWE feels the same way, which would technically mean you and the promotion are on the same page, except you're not. That was very disappointing. Now, has Cody been perfect? No. But what champion has been?
I mean, it goes to like anybody who becomes the top guy, though, the fans are immediately gonna switch no matter what.
They
Like
find a way.
once Braun Breaker
They
gets
find a way.
once Braun Breaker gets that mega push, just wait. It'll
Yeah.
it'll-
And like I said, it's not so much that fans would turn on them. It's the fact that fans don't seem to understand what they're asking for. So then they get upset and get all confused, you know.
And
I
I
think
think
He's the same guy. He's the same
There
guy.
you go.
I think the thing with Cody, the thing with Cody is that like people saw that Cody was basically like they were transforming Cody into basically like a carbon copy of John Cena, right? Like that's what they were trying to do with Cody Rhodes, instead of like Cody getting, you know, this brand new identity now. You know what I'm saying? Like we see him coming out with the 3-piece suits and all that. You know what I mean? Like cutting the corporate promos. You know what I'm saying? Cutting the cookie cutter promos and stuff like that, and being saying that like, oh, like he's winning. He's winning matches that he quote unquote shouldn't have. They're saying this thing about John Cena, like that person should, that there's like Cena shouldn't have beat this person, or Cena shouldn't be in the main event or something like that. Like they're trying to make him like John Cena. And I mean, he's a great he's a great baby face, but it's like I think that's where the fans have a disconnect for Cody Rhodes. I think they liked him better when he was the one who was defying authority, and he was the one who was like going against people and like trying to chase the championship. And you know,
He is a better chaser than a holder. I'll say that.
Can I make one?
Okay.
Can I make one final point, and then I'll jump off.
Mm.
And it goes to show you, this just hit me. It goes to show you just how important and how also destructive social media is, because if you take this back 30 years, wrestling fans, we didn't have as much, we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have Twitter, we didn't have Instagram, shit like that. And yes, I'm gonna bring his name up. Bret Hart. When Bret Hart got pushed, we knew he wasn't Hulk Hogan. We knew he wasn't going to sell out 93,000 strong at the Silver Dome. We knew he wasn't doing 67,000 at the Toronto Sky Dome. The difference back then and the difference now is wrestling fans back then, for the most part, knew what they were asking for, and now you don't. That's my final point.
I mean, I don't even really know if it's that. I just think fans never are content with anything. I think they get their expectations up so high when somebody gets pushed. It's like, I don't know what you expect. You know, when Roman had his run as tribal chief, we had been begging for Roman to be something like this for years. We were sick of the big dog stuff. We're like, bro, just turn Roman heel, let him have his run, let him do his thing. And like, even on the part-time schedule, he was still producing some of the best stuff that we had at that time, and it wasn't good enough for many people. And then when Cody gets into the frame, Mo said that, you know, he's a better chaser than a champion. But to me, he's still the same guy. Nothing about him has changed.
He is.
He's still the same individual. Maybe you could say his stories are more interesting when he was chasing, but his first run as champion, the stories that he got weren't bad. You know, the AJ Styles story was fine. The Kevin Owens story was fine. The John Cena build to WrestleMania I thought was fine after, you know, besides the aftermath of that match. But it's like people still aren't content, though. They're not content with what he's been presented. You know, people will try to make it seem like everything about him is boring, or he's like, he can't do anything good, when it's like, bro, you just trying to find ways not to like him at this point. You're purposely trying to find ways not to like him just so you can find somebody else you'd rather have in that top spot. And then when that other individual gets in that top spot, you're going to do the same thing you're doing now. You're going to pretend like that person isn't good anymore. So they did it with Becky Lynch. They did it with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins was on a 3-year losing streak. And then when he won that World Heavyweight Championship, then he became overpushed. Now he's the company guy, you know, and he's like, bro, y'all were begging for Seth Rollins to get a world title for years. Finally gets one. And now he's overpushed. Come on, bro. Like, it don't even make sense, man. Like, every top star you could think of who's been solidified as an icon or a legend, they all get overpushed. They all get mega pushes. Everybody you could think of. You know, Cena got 17 titles. Randy Orton got 14 titles. Triple H got 14 titles. Edge got multiple titles. You know, how many times was Stone Cold and Rock flip-flopping the title back and forth in the Attitude Era? You know, like, everybody who becomes a mega top guy gets that type of treatment and push because they're valuable to the show. But it doesn't mean that. I just feel like a lot of the fans are never really content with somebody being the top guy, especially when the company is telling you that that's who they want in that spot. When the company tells you that's who they want in that spot,
people reject that shit.
Instant rejection.
Wait a minute. And if memory serves, was it not the night after WrestleMania 40 that Triple H declared Cody
the guy?
The guy.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much. And see, the crazy thing is, I don't even know the conversation, but just picking up based on what I came, and sorry for being late. The thing is, the live crowd still fucks with him so much. Like, that's the thing. The merch is still some of the top merch. Like, this guy, like, he is the face for a reason. Like, yes, has he had some, like, has the Reigns not had some of the best stories, so to speak? Sure, of course. But let's not act like this year we didn't get the KO stuff to start the year. Let's not act like the Cena match at SummerSlam wasn't one of the best matches of the year. And then we're finishing the year. Look, I'm loving this Drew shit. And if it turns out that we about to get 3 stages of hell, I'm in.
I'm only in if Drew comes out on top, the winner. Because if that's the case, because if he's not the winner, then just take Drew out of just
stop putting him in main event situations.
Yeah, just stop doing it.
He gets the Finn Balor tag at that point. I'm sorry.
No, would y'all be mad? Let me ask y'all this, because I do think, because like we talked last week, Mo, I do think they might be saving him for Gunther for his loss. Would you be upset if it's a flip flop? Like
No.
if Drew wins, but he might lose it at the Chamber. Is that if he gets a here nigga damn title? Are y'all upset about that?
I'm not. I miss those days.
Because he's still
Well,
I miss those days.
Well, it depends. It depends on who beats him for it. That's
It's going back to Cody. Like that's
It'll probably go back to Cody.
Hey, if it goes
Then
back to
wait.
Cody, then it's
Then
kinda
you
like-
might as well just not have let him win the championship to begin with. Then I
Okay.
mean,
it's like an offsetting penalty in football.
Like, you know,
Yeah, because if you
Is
got
that-
WrestleMania coming up, you're gonna like
because you know he gonna have the belt for Mania. Like that. Like we know Drew is not going into Mania with the belt.
Unless Triple H wants to have some balls and do something different.
Mo, you know that's not about to happen.
That's not,
Yeah.
that's not
Because like we talked last week, I feel like if the person that's gonna beat Cody is Gunther, bro, they set Gunther up perfectly for that.
Yeah, but I don't think Gunther's gonna face Cody at Mania. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot
think
you.
Cody-
You have the other theory that
I think Cody's
he
gonna hold it
face-
for a little bit. I mean, they might give Gunther something after Mania, but unless they want to give it to Drew, you know, on the 3 Stages of Hell match, you feel me? And then that'll be fine. But I don't really see them giving Drew the title. You know,
Yeah, I don't either, bro.
they said Cody Roman 3 in Vegas.
that's
I
what I
mean-
think's gonna happen.
I
That's
mean,
what it is.
I look. I wouldn't be
wouldn't-
mad if Roman beat him. I wouldn't, you know.
I wouldn't be
cool.
mad at
I'm
that,
cool with that story.
because
I'd be mad if Roman beat him. I'm cool with the match. I'd be mad if Roman beat him.
Why?
No, hold on. I wouldn't be
That's
mad.
going
I wouldn't be
backwards.
mad if Roman beat him, because what does that open the door for? Roman right now is OTC. Roman is the babyface.
I'm scared.
Roman beats Cody again at Mania. What does that open the door for?
I hope
that
you're
open
not
the
going
door?
that direction.
Come on,
I hope
society,
you're not
you know-
going that direction.
What does
I
that
hope
open
you're
the
not
door
going
for?
that direction.
Ah,
Hey,
Cody,
hey,
heel
Cody,
turn.
hey, Cody, bring the mask back. Bring the mask back, Cody.
I don't mean it that way.
Ah.
You turn it
Homelander
just
Cody,
a little
man.
bit, my brother. I don't mean it that way.
Okay, I see what you. Okay, I see what you're saying, brother.
Yeah,
What
I
you see
feel
what I
like
mean?
they could do
I
the
know you're talking about that,
Cody,
you're talking
the
about
Cody heel turn stuff, but it's like I don't think he really needs it though. Not right now. At least.
I'm
Like, I don't
so
think he really
against it.
needs to do it. And I feel personally, there's no way they're not doing Roman and Rock in Saudi Arabia. I'd be shocked if that's not the match that Saudi Arabia is going to push for. And I feel like the story they can tell. Yeah, I feel like the story they could tell is that if Roman loses to Cody
Fucking
again,
idiot.
now you got to question whether or not Roman is fitting to still be tribal chief. He just lost to Cody again,
I
bro.
forgot you. I forgot you said that.
Couldn't get the
last
title
week.
back. This was your
Yeah.
shot. You lost to Cody clean. Might have had you, no interference. It's like now we question: are you really still the guy? You've been talking still without the title for almost 2 years now. It's still your company. You still
Mhm.
run it. You still the guy. You lose to Cody again. Now the Rock got a reason to come back. Ah man,
You right, Malik.
I don't
Yeah,
know, man. I
Man,
don't know.
you cooking with that.
I forgot about that theory. Yeah, I do want if they do Roman Cody 3, then yeah, Cody should win the rubber match.
I'm just going hypothetically because I strongly believe Rock and Roman's happening in
It's-
Saudi Arabia.
and also just to add to what you're saying,
If it doesn't
makes-
happen there, I never want to see it.
It's the official transition because Roman's legit part-time. He's a special, not even part-time anymore. He's a special event guy. If Cody wins that rubber match, he's officially the face of WWE. And then Alan, to add to what you're saying, because I forgot about Malik's theory, because okay, the heel turn can come, but after he loses to Gunther, and have Gunther retire all these people in the beginning of the year. After he retires Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam because it's in Minneapolis, then you have Gunther beat Cody, and then you have Cody go crazy, and then you do the heel turn after you get career killer Gunther.
I guess I can't get mad at that.
Yeah, but who's Cody gonna turn heel on though? Like that's the thing though. People got to
True.
think.
True.
If Cody turns heel, who's he gonna turn
He'll
heel
turn heel
on?
on.
He
Yeah,
has to
that's
turn
fair.
on somebody that the fans are instantly going to switch to that other person's side. Not gonna be
That's the thing
Gunther.
about that.
Yeah, it won't be
That's
Gunther.
the-
Yeah, you're
Gunther's
right.
already a super heel.
Yeah.
That's the thing about the Cody heel turn. I
What, maybe
think
Punk? I don't know.
it's probably a big reason they didn't turn Cena heel back in the day.
It's probably too
If
early.
you-
No, but they had
Yeah.
they had somebody at one point. It was CM Punk, and they
But
chose not to do it.
They didn't trust him. But my point is this: if you're turning your biggest babyface heel, you need to have a guy right there to
Replace-
take his
yeah,
spot.
Yeah.
If
Realistically-
Roman was full time, cool,
Realistically,
cool, but he's not.
if he had the talent to back it up, it really could be Jey Uso. He just doesn't have the quality of the main event level.
Yeah,
Like he doesn't have the Cody quality, the Roman Reigns quality to be
No.
that lead main event guy. But as a babyface, it really could be him.
It could be,
But he
yeah.
just doesn't equal that quality. You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
match up.
Yeah.
And I just feel like they won't do it with LA Knight either. LA Knight's a mega baby
I
face.
think
but they just
you're right.
won't.
Until you get the right baby face to come in, you can't turn him heel because he's the superhero. Like he,
So it's like,
especially with
you look at
John
the
Cena
roster,
gone.
who do you turn Cody on though? That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess you could turn him on to Roman, but it's like
Randy,
he ain't really there much for the story.
Yeah, it's like what Mo said. You can't turn him on Roman because Roman not there enough. Like if Roman was there, then sure, but he's not. So it's like,
But we're not. I mean, if he turns heel against Randy Orton, we're not gonna
Like,
take a
maybe.
heel Cody series against Randy.
yeah, no,
Orton.
hell
Come
no.
on,
No,
come
no,
on, come on,
no.
bro. It's
clowning.
That's why I said
it's
maybe.
Randy
I'm like,
Orton, dude.
The
Like,
only
I don't know, man.
way that
but
would
it-
ever work.
It would depend how they would use him though.
Well,
Like
see,
what if Cody punted Randy in the skull or something?
See, this is what I'm saying. That's what I was going at. If he
That would be
starts
some crazy
doing
shit.
shit, if Cody starts doing shit that
Like vicious.
09 Randy Orton was doing, start punting people and putting them out of action, then we can take him serious.
Especially if
I don't know if they're
Randy,
going to go that far.
and to add to that, Alan, especially if Randy inadvertently cost him the title, but Cody sees it as he purposely did it. If it was by accident, you can then have it be like, whoa, Randy, you've been staring at my title this whole time. Now you cost my title. Yeah, I'm punting
Like,
the
if
fuck
he
out your head.
If he kicked Randy in the head, that'd be some crazy shit.
And people would hate him. That's an instant people hating situation.
Easy heel turn.
That'd be
Mhm.
some crazy shit. But I don't know.
That's the only way it could work though, because I agree with Josiah. Like, how we gonna take that serious if it's not something like that? If it's not
It's
that,
Randy Orton, bro.
Yeah.
you know what I'm
That's a
saying?
man that
That's-
turns
that's-
into a menace at the snap of a finger.
That's the most vindictive person you could ever put against somebody. So it's like you gotta do some
man.
real Lucifer
Do
shit to
people
do
even
that.
turn on Randy like that?
Oh,
Like, turn heel on Randy?
09 Randy Orton, oof, goated.
because I can see Randy punting Cody.
Is it though?
Low key.
Let me not.
All this stuff he was doing in 09?
Don't do it, Mo.
No,
Don't do it.
09 Orton was over.
Come Put that damn sign on. Put that damn.
07 better. 07 better.
Facts.
05 better.
What did
Legend
R-Truth
Killer. I don't say Legend Killer.
Don't-
Legend Killer, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
05 Randy was like that, boy.
What did
05
R-Truth
Randy.
used to say?
I mean, Legend Killer Randy was better. 09 Randy just had
09 for those first 4
a
months.
lot of
though.
nostalgia.
Legend Killer Randy might be my
That's-
favorite Randy.
Hey,
He put
one of my
Mahomes
favorite
in-
one of my favorite version of Randy Orton that like a lot of people like just brush off, bro. When he had both titles in the Authority, that was one of my
That was
favorite versions of
that
Randy
was-
Orton.
he
I'm
was
not
a
gonna lie
menace.
to you.
Remember the entrance
I'm
he
not
came out with
Man,
the-
that's
everyone on
that's the
stage,
main
and
thing that
he's
I
just
be
looking at
talking
them
about. Like, dude,
bitches.
and then he looked at Cena the longest. Like, yeah, I beat you for this. Like, what
Yeah,
you doing, bro?
you
Like, you know what I'm
bitch
saying?
nigga,
Then
yeah.
walk off.
I could,
Like, you know
bro,
what I mean?
if I was a betting man back then, I thought Cena was winning that match. I
Me
swear
too.
I thought Cena was winning that
I
match.
had Orton going over in that match.
Okay, let me
Bro,
ask y'all
oh,
because the
man.
chat brought it up. Could Jacob Fatu be the baby face that
No.
comes in, or
No.
does he not have enough? You know.
Not as the face. I don't
Jacob's like
agree
Jacob's
with
also like Randy. He's more lethal than Cody.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
True.
we already saw how lethal
Also,
Jacob
I
can
think
be.
Ega 2 is like just a natural heel, bro. I don't want to be a face, bro. I think that dude needs to be like just a natural
No?
heel. I don't think I need him to be like a vicious ass heel, bro. I think
So, yeah, okay.
it just fits his
Cody would
character
have to
like
do like
presentation.
if Cody's gonna be heel, he would have to do something crazy. Like he could turn on Punk, but I feel like he would have to do something crazy. Like he had to give AJ Lee a crossroads or something too. Like he had to do
You
something
can't-
wild.
Let me
He could
ask
be
you,
a hero with a nickname like Samoan Werewolf.
if
bro.
they
Like,
do a draft and we get Javon Evans to come up,
Okay.
is that the baby face he could do it against? Because Javon Evans is a natural baby face. I'm trying to think of a baby
If they're
face
ready
that
to
could
put
come
him as the guy. If they're ready
Gotcha.
to put him as the guy.
up.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
don't
It's
know
nice.
about Javon either.
And I think it's too soon.
Yeah, it's too
For him,
soon
at
for
least.
sure. I'm with you, but I'm just trying to think of natural baby faces who the crowd like gravitates to.
Obafemi?
Yeah, the crowd does
See,
gravitate.
Oba's more of an opposing guy too, though.
And see, the same thing you said about Jacob Fatu. I want Oba to be that monster, bro.
See,
Yeah.
and it's conversations like that make me resent the hell out of the fact that how badly they mismanaged LA Knight. Because LA
Mhm.
Knight could have been this could have been a done deal. But
If they gave LA Knight the Jey Uso treatment, yep. They chose the wrong one.
Like, bro,
He's
Malik.
better.
Malik,
Yeah.
if I'm lying, I'm
LA Knight's
flying.
not Samoan
When,
enough.
when you and I went to Detroit, when you and I went to Detroit for SummerSlam 2 years ago, whether it would be a bar, restaurant, the stadium,
Everybody
what was
was
everybody
getting
cheering?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Everybody was screaming
hey,
LA, and me and Alan were walking down the streets and
Damn.
going, and we went to bars and we went to restaurants, and everybody was just randomly like, yeah, like everybody's just like everybody was saying his catchphrase LA night, like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Bro. Like,
They chose the wrong Y word. They should have chose yeah over yeet.
Yeet came right after too. That's crazy.
That's the crazy thing, Mo.
Came right after that.
Came after, bro. And LA Knight was selling merch. LA Knight was doing the same thing as Jay. That's the crazy thing, bro.
It was
Yeah,
so
right
random too, bro. He just said it during that press conference, bro. When he won
Bro,
both
that's when Jay
tag
won
team
me
titles.
over. He was killing me.
Bro, the press conference literally is what changed everything for both Cody and Jay, bro. It literally, like, after that moment, it was like, oh, these two dudes they the guys. They're the guys now, bro.
He said, "Are you feeling it, sir?" Nigga, what?
Are you feeling him, sir?
So 2025, everybody, well, besides Alan, because I don't know how much you watch, so I didn't have him write anything down. But we all have a list of certain things. So I want to know. We'll start with the bad before we go into the good.
Yes, sir.
What is everybody's top 5 worst decisions that happened in WWE this year? Now, this is your own personal preference.
This
You know what I
nigga
mean?
pull up the list.
It could be anything. The top 5 things this year that you hated the most.
And you said strictly WWE? Because I have one thing that I wanted to mention.
Yeah, I'll say, okay, so for me, my 5 is kind of simple. The 5 things that I hated the most, we talked about it earlier, but the Cena heel turn itself, I really did not want to see that. Just in general, I genuinely don't think there's anything they could have did to make that work during his retirement tour. It just convincing the audience Cena's now a bad guy on his way out. I just personally didn't want to see it, didn't care for it. I wish they never did it. One would be WrestleMania this year. I just feel it was very underwhelming. Of course, there were some good matches this year, but WrestleMania this year to me was a very underwhelming show. That was very disappointing. I felt that was probably the most underwhelming WrestleMania we've had maybe since COVID, and that was due to restrictions. So for me, WrestleMania would be on there. WrestlePalooza, because I went to the show, and the way they hyped up that show, they built up that show, ESPN and all this stuff, bro. And for that show to fall flat the way it did was crazy. I'm like, bro, this shit was terrible. Like, I spent money for this, bro. I was sick, bro. I was sick. 4th would be Julia's United States Championship reign. That shit was disgusting. I don't understand why they didn't put her on TV more and let her wrestle more. They literally could give her a women's U.S. Open challenge, just like they did with Sami Zayn, where anybody can answer the open challenge. Sami Zayn was wrestling people from NXT, from SmackDown, all over. Why couldn't they do that the same with Julia? You have talent in NXT, you have talent on Raw, you got talent on SmackDown, and Julia is one of the better women's wrestlers on the roster who can wrestle. And the one thing they didn't let her do was wrestle. I don't understand it. She comes out and she gets crickets. Nobody reacts to her right now. It's crazy. And the last one, this might be random for y'all. And I spoke about this before. I hated that Melo Don't Miz shit, bro. That shit was not it for me. And it had nothing for it.
Melo Don't Miz.
These niggas never had a match after Miz turned on him. They never had a match to end the story. It basically Melo and Miz were a team because they pretty much didn't know what to do with Melo. And they were like, we don't know what to do with you. They didn't even include them in the TLC aspect of the tag team division when they were supposed to be teaming up going after the tag titles. It literally meant nothing. They didn't have a match to end the feud. They were just together just to be together. Like that was literally it. There was nothing to it. No tag title match, no tag title feud, no one-on-one singles feud, like nothing. Like I don't understand. I never liked the Melo Don't Miz stuff. I was one of the few people that came on the pod and said, bro, I don't like this. I'm not feeling it. Why are they together? I don't understand what this is for. And to know that there's nothing that came out of it is even more crazier to me.
Yeah, I was with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you go next year.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll let
go. So the 5 worst booking decisions, right, that I hated in 2025. Now I got a longer list, but I'll wait till we get into that in a minute. But the 5 worst booking decisions. So the first one, I'm not gonna say that it was like a bad booking decision. It's just something that I don't think should have happened, and that was Seth Rollins winning the Money in the Bank, solely because like I feel as though you could have put Seth Rollins in like the World Heavyweight Championship spot without the needing Money in the Bank. I think that could have went to somebody else, LA Knight, but you know, Jey Uso winning the Rumble with no sustained plans going forward. I mean, he beat Gunther with the move he never did, and then he just lost it right back. That's just terrible. Survivor Series as a whole pay-per-view, that shit was ass. That's probably the most Celtic Shaq pay-per-view I've ever seen in my life. Travis Scott getting involved in at WrestleMania to this day. I still don't know why he got involved. That shit was ass. And then Brock coming back, period. And not only Brock coming back, but dogging Cena at WrestleMania at WrestlePalooza. I don't know why. I don't know why John Cena consistently like brings out Make-A-Wish kids to get done in the worst way possible. I don't know why he does that at all. But yeah, I don't know why.
Mo, what's yours?
All right. Jay tapping out Gunther.
Ooh, yes.
I defended the Rumble win. I defended Jay winning, but not like
how
that,
he
bro.
won. Yeah, bro.
Not like that, bro. Why? Just why? Travis Scott at Mania. Brock Cena was just dumb. How they set up War Games this year was the laziest bullshit I've ever seen in my life.
Especially the women's one. Oh my god.
That was horrible.
And I'm surprised y'all didn't say this one. The SmackDown Women's Division as a fucking whole
Good call.
is a complete
that's on the list.
masterclass.
That's on the
A
list.
complete fucking masterclass. Nia Jax and Jade Cargill was like a revolving door for
No,
Tiffany
it was.
Stratton the
Yeah,
entire
okay.
year.
I was about to say, yeah, Tiffany
It
Stratton.
was-
yeah.
It was a revolving door the entire fucking year. Like, oh my gosh.
Only three
Just-
people that could fight each other in that women's division.
and that triple threat on SmackDown, I don't know what y'all were watching. That match sucked.
That's
that
that Nia
match
Jax
sucked.
botch, bro. Where she was still laying
And
down on
watching
three.
the end was even
Women's
worse.
division is so fucking ass, bro. Oh my god, bro.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it.
I'm with you.
All right, I got my 5. Some I have a slash because I wanted to make sure everything got included. At number 5, I definitely want to shout out TNA. What they did to Santana, how Santana lost that title. That was fucking absurd, bro. Santana was over his shit. He was the fucking guy, and you make him lose that title like that. That was absurd. But here's my WWE 5. Making R-Truth go serious just to turn him back into a comedy character. Oh my gosh, bro. That shit pissed me off. Like, Ron Killings was over. The people were behind him. He cut his fucking dreads. And you made that man cut his dreads just to turn him back to a comedy character. Shame on you, Triple H. That's bullshit. And we still never got an explanation for him saying, oh, I'm Ron Killings. And I'm here, but not he back to R-Truth. Like, what the fuck, bro? Nonsense. At number 4, turning Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate into the nonsense boys. Like, what the fuck? Like, I love Ludwig Kaiser doing, like, Ludwig Kaiser's incredible as El Grande Americano. Great. He just did the handshake with Rey Mysterio at AAA. Like, guys, like, he's now going to be a babyface, and they're going to love him in AAA. But what the fuck are you doing with Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne? And now that you turned Ludwig Kaiser babyface, where do they stand? Like, what are you doing with them? You have no
I'm
plan.
not gonna lie though, bro. Them niggas over in AAA though.
Are
right?
they over in AAA? Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
they over in AAA.
Yeah, keep them niggas in AAA.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
ain't gonna cap to
make
you,
them,
bro.
make them
I don't
baby
give a fuck about
faces.
AAA for real. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like,
Hey, I can't lie,
I mean-
Malik. Them pay-per-views be hitting because I watched that other one.
Nah,
Like,
they over in AAA, bro. Like they're heels on like Raw and stuff, but in AAA.
Okay, so the baby.
I don't know. I don't know if the fans don't care that they're not really Mexican.
Okay,
They don't know, but they rock with the Americanos, bro.
Okay, well in America, whatever they doing with Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate is not working, but I'm glad it's working in Mexico. At number 3, taking the U.S. title off of Chelsea Green to not do shit with Julia. It's both parts because Chelsea Green was over as shit. She's making this title mean something, and then okay, cool, you take it off for the gift to Julia. Perfect. You're not doing anything. Like, what are you? You didn't do shit with Julia, and like Malik said, she don't get nothing. It's crickets. It's fucking no cheers, no boos, no nothing. It's silent. And they say in wrestling, if they'd much prefer boos to nothing, because when you get nothing, that means they don't give a fuck about you. At number 2, Travis Scott tricking off on the WWE. What the fuck was that nigga doing, bro? That nigga had everybody ready for a triple threat with Logan Paul. Logan Paul said that nigga just didn't show up. He just tricking off on the WWE. So that's at number 2. At number 1, I got Brock / WrestlePalooza / Triple H ignoring the Karrion Kross chance to say, oh yeah, you got him, Brock. Shut up, nigga. You know he would people screaming Karrion Kross. Like, what the
You
fuck?
saw the same comment too, Mo.
Like, what are you,
Bro,
what are you
it's
talking
like,
about,
I'm
bro?
over Triple A.
So that's my five. Brock, like, Brock shouldn't have
But
been
yeah.
there. WrestlePalooza sucked.
Fucking hate Brock.
And
I
like,
ain't gonna
what the
lie.
fuck he did? Like, Karrion Kross is
I'm
getting
trying to tell you
chanted,
about Brock for months.
and you gonna say that's Brock?
Yeah.
I
What?
fucking hate Brock, Brian.
That was
I'm
legit.
telling y'all.
That was legit Karrion Kross chants just to say
like
Brock.
I was I was never like that big of a Brock Lesnar fan, but like nowadays, like this just solidified.
I used to
for
be.
me. I ain't gonna lie.
I liked him in
2019
not W. I liked him in UFC, but like once I read them texts from Vince and all that shit,
But,
came, it's
but
like,
even
it's over
even
for him.
before that, I just was never like a big Brock fan. Like I never like gravitated
Oh, I
towards
got
Brock because like his in ring ability just never captivated me. Like his character, what was it? You know what I'm saying? It's like I just never really.
Yeah, I ain't really rock with WWE
And
Brock. I
I've
rock
been
with
trying to tell y'all.
I rock with UFC Brock
I'm
and
the bad
Kurt
guy.
Angle Brock.
Yeah,
But once he did that
I'm
Kofi Kingston
like
shit,
I said, yeah. I'm not saying like Brock never had like good matches. Like yeah, he had good matches. You know what I'm saying? Like he was cool and all, but it's like it's just he was never like a wrestler that I never like
I feel
just
you.
felt as entertaining to me. I ain't gonna
He
lie.
soured on me in 2019. I soured on him, I should say, in 2019. I was done. with
Kofi
him.
shit, yeah, me too.
I was done.
I'll say this: the first viral video I ever put out on TikTok was me stitching Malik about what was it? It was opinions about wrestling that I stand on, and I think one of the very first things I said was Brock Lesnar simply doesn't care, and he has been on record.
He doesn't.
So it's like I take offense to that. I'm like, nah, you not finna take up my time on the video scope, as Savage used to say. Like, and we know you really don't give a shit.
Just to
You
collect
really
a
do
check.
not care,
Facts.
you know.
But
Even
I'm
wrestlers
the
that
bad
we-
guy for saying the same thing.
But I will say
Felicio.
his first run, the thing where he did the moonsault and he hit his head on Kurt Angle and broke his neck. That era of Brock, I can't lie, he cooked. That era of Brock was
he cooked
he was
back
young,
then, yeah.
he was cooking. But that old post UFC Brock, fuck no, get that nigga off my screen. Also, gotta say Jalen Brunson. With his comment, the Raw Tag Team division in 2025 was ass, bro. The Raw Tag Team division still ass.
Mhm.
That's gotta be on the list too.
Mhm.
Yeah, Raw Tag Team division not good either. I feel like to go back to getting over it. When you look at Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne when they were New Catch Republic,
Mhm.
they weren't being used. Well, Tyler Bate got injured for a little bit and then had to go away. And
That's what happened. Yeah.
And Pete Dunne's been used as a producer and stuff. So
And the crazy
Look,
thing is,
I-
Malik, when they were New Catch Republic, that was when the SmackDown Tag Team division at least was heating up, and we were getting the triple threat that should have been on WrestleMania. And I thought if Tyler Bate doesn't get hurt, I feel like that could have worked because, like, I don't know, they were one of the only baby faces in that tag team division with MCMG and Street
So
Profits.
this is my thing about Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, right? And this might be a hot take, really.
Ooh, okay,
Oh no.
let's hear it.
Even if they were still New Catch Republic, them niggas wouldn't be doing nothing.
Mm,
Yeah,
that's
they
a real
still they be sitting back there
in catering, yeah.
like every other tag team on Raw right now, which
Look
I'm
at
not saying is
Fraxium.
good,
True.
but it's like
Not
People
if
are
they was on
mad.
SmackDown.
people are mad that they're doing the Americano gimmick, bro. This the most they've done in how long, bro? Like they doing more now than they were doing before. So I'm like, if this gets him on TV and it can work, because El Grande for some reason it's been working.
It works, bro.
What's
It
been
does.
happening?
For who?
But that shit been working. If this could help them get a tag title reign or something, then I don't really got no problem with it. I feel like they really could be doing something better with them other than this. But even if they were still New Catch Republic, bro, they got
That's
a lot
fair.
of teams in WWE right now. They don't even know how to use half of them. Motor City Machine Guns is here and there, DIYs here and there, Axiom, Fraxium is here and there.
The problem is with that.
Bro, they gave New Day one of the greatest heel turns of this
It's on
modern
the list,
era.
Matt. Yeah, that's on the
Yeah,
list.
you
And
right.
then look what happened. You feel me? It's like
I should have.
they even switched Viking Raiders back to the War Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
They still not doing nothing. You feel me? Like
I don't know what's
Remember
wrong
the
with
Viking experience?
I don't know what's wrong with the Raw tag team division. Raw has no excuse. But
I fucking hate them, bro.
SmackDown, my thing is SmackDown was so good until they put them fucking titles on the Wyatts, bro. And now they have no
let me add that to the
idea
list.
what to do, bro. They have no idea what to do because the Wyatts are these creepy, are they baby faces? Are they heels? People love them. What should we do? We don't know what to do because we don't know how to handle supernatural characters in 2025 because niggas don't believe in that shit in 2025. So it's like they fucked up the whole SmackDown division because I swear, bro, at one point, the tag team division on SmackDown was my favorite thing on SmackDown. And you know I'm a Cody guy, Malik. You know that, Mo. But my thing is, bro, that SmackDown when it was DIY versus the Street Profits versus who was the other team? Josiah.
It was Motor City. It was
Motor City, yeah, Motor City Machine Guns.
It was
Yep.
DIY. It was Street Profits.
It was Street Profits, bro. That's one of the best matches of the year, bro. Like that should have been on Mania and Motor City Machine Guns. They showed why they belonged in WWE, and now they aren't doing shit with them, the Profits. DIY getting some love because Ciampa was going for the U.S. title, but other than that. Ever since the Wyatts got the title, they've just been fucking over the SmackDown division.
They're in the MFT vortex. I don't like that.
Yeah, and
someone said 2025 is like Braun in the finals in 2011. Oh my god! They said 2025 was 2011 Braun in the finals.
Oh, they gotta stop. They gotta stop
that might be a good
don't ever compare 2025 to the GOAT, nigga. What's wrong with you?
But
2011.
But that nigga averaged 17. And that nigga
Hey,
had like 4 points in the fourth.
He had 8 points in game 4.
He did. That's the first Dallas title, huh? Where he choked, huh? Yeah. It's not that bad, bro. And look, to give Braun some bail, and I know this is not that type of pod. That finals, LeBron didn't want to step on Dwayne Wade's toes and be the man. And that summer, Dwayne Wade had to tell him, "No, nigga, this is your team. Be the guy." And after that, they started.
You know who would never do that?
As a Braun Glazer, there's no excuse for that.
Hey, look.
Hey, I'm just telling you what they said.
If that was the case,
Kobe would have never did that. I'm with you, Malik. I know.
It's the reason I got MJ at 1 still.
MJ would have never did that, bro.
MJ, Kobe, none of them would have did
that.
that.
MJ
That's over this bitch, boy.
Only reason I got MJ at 1.
Dwayne Wade had to cuss that nigga out, bro.
Which I'm glad he did.
He did, and he came back mad, Braun, and that's when he had the mask the next year with the black. That shit was awesome. That's when he turned.
They said JJ Barea was AEW.
JJ Barea is crazy, but that's my only.
You got it, bro. You got it.
That's my legit argument. Like y'all want Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne not to be wearing.
That's a fair argument, bro.
Not to be wearing these masks and stuff. What would they really be doing if they wasn't though?
You right?
If they wasn't, what
that's
would they
the
be doing?
problem, though. That's the problem.
They could
be doing so much great work in the mid card.
They could do a lot of good stuff with the tag team, but we already know what the end game would be.
They be getting it. They be getting it.
Real.
If they was on SmackDown, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Even if they was on SmackDown right now, though,
I feel as though if they had that, you know, if they gave them the opportunity on SmackDown, I feel like they would have brought back that shit.
And see, okay, so I'm with you, Josiah, just because I just championed the SmackDown thing. But Malik's right though, in the sense that if they were on SmackDown, everything's held up right now because of the Wyatts. I think if you know the SmackDown tag team division was like it gets back to how it was, and you put them there, then we cooking. But until it starts to cook again, you got to just wait because they're gonna be catering.
You would put them. Yeah, I see that. You would put them there by having them beat the Wyatt 6 for the tag team titles. That's like the team that comes back to beat the Wyatts.
Okay,
that's how you would bring it back to the older glory.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
I'd be cool with that. I still feel like if they win the tag titles afterwards, they'd just be doing nothing again, though. That's like
you gotta give them matches. We gotta have.
They don't know how to book the tag team division, bro. They did it very well for a little bit on SmackDown up until SummerSlam, but after SummerSlam,
it was over. Yeah, it was done.
It was pretty much it. And even when they were doing well with the tag titles, they didn't even put the niggas on Mania, bro.
Which was the worst. That should be on the list too, because bro, with the Street Profits DIY and Motor City Machine Guns did, it was beautiful, bro. That was absolutely beautiful. And like they paid homage because I believe it was like
I could understand if you left that off Mania because you had other big matches on the show and
they didn't.
And WrestleMania actually had been really good this year. I'd be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But like WrestleMania could have used that match this year.
It would have been
used that match,
bro. It would have made whatever night an even better night. And like the low key, that was a Mania stealing match. That was, you know how the Hardys, Edge and Christian and the Dudleys stole their Mania match. That was what they did, and they paid homage to them. And you could argue, you could argue that the Street Profits DIY and MCMG was better than the Hardys, Edge, and Dudleys. You could argue because like that match was really fucking good, bro. That was like insane.
I adore TLC too much. Like, I'm too biased. I'm too biased.
That's fair. I know that's a hot take, but and I wouldn't put it over yet. But I'm just
Decide
what
what
conversation.
It was that good
right now, bro.
You said what?
What's this list you had?
Like I said,
All right.
Donnie's cooked.
Hey,
here we go.
hey, look, y'all.
Donnie, you're cooked. Tio, you're
This
cooked.
is my
Jay, you're
time. This is my time. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for this, bro. All right. I fucking hate 2025 with a dying passion. This man is the reason why, right? All right, cool. Bet. Stay
cooked.
lit.
It's not better, bro.
Look, Jey Uso wins the Rumble, taps out Gunther to a move he never did, then drops the title after 45 minutes to the same Gunther, who then proceeded to have a world title reign that consisted of Goldberg and Punk as title defenses, and he dropped it to Punk after 54 days. Seth Rollins cash in, great. Proceeded to have the most mid main event group on Raw that gave people flashbacks of the Judgment Day, opening and closing Raw every single Monday. Braun Breaker barking every 5 minutes. Then wait, one of the main event storylines on Raw was Bronson Reed stealing Roman Reigns' shoes.
Oh, don't do that, bro. I'm fucking
All
with
right,
the tribal team.
cool. So Tiffany Stratton had the women's championship for over 250 plus days, doing bullshit, facing Nia Jax like 150 times, having a match of all time with Trish Stratus, having one of the worst Mania builds and matches of all time with Charlotte Flair. I can't hear you, Tiffy. It's so squeaky. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Shit was ass.
My
Shit was
skin
ass.
just crawled.
Julia, that's it. Solo Sikoa winning the U.S. Championship. Travis Scott being involved in the main event of WrestleMania, being the main reason your face of the company lost his belt. Nikki Bella in the main event in the gigantic 2025. The Wyatt Six. That's it. The Raw Tag Team Division. That's it. Cena turning heel and having a generationally dog shit run that mainly involved kicking niggas in the dick. There we go. Triple H making a Saudi Arabia deal. Triple H making Unreal. Having fireball ladders. Having Slim Jim tables. R-Truth turning heel for no reason. Advertising all over the ring. El Grande Americano, who is Ludwig Kaiser, and his lucha lackeys being Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. The New Day having a generational heel turn, then letting the Heat die quickly and having one of the worst tag team matches at WrestleMania. Gunther did a program with Pat McAfee and almost lost. Then Triple H managed to produce the lowest SmackDown in SmackDown, the lowest rated SmackDown in SmackDown history. He brought back the sexual deviant Brock Lesnar for a cheap pop to squash John Cena at the worst pay-per-view of the year. WrestlePalooza. That's it. Survivor Series was the second worst pay-per-view of the year. The women's and men's War Games match was the most Celtic Shaq show I ever watched. A masked man that turned out to be a bald Austin Theory that got no reaction on Raw. Io Sky as the world champion not being booked for months. Rusev. That's it. Rhea Ripley got inserted into a match illogically because WWE and AAA has a hard on for Rhea Ripley. Carmelo Hayes. That's it. Actually, no, that's not it. Carmelo Hayes was treated as a big deal, being the first round draft pick, then got fuck all and regulated to a tag team with the Miz for weeks to months. The Motor City Machine Guns. That's it. The most and my nigga Mitri brought this to my attention, right? That I never thought about it like this. The most must-see main event of WrestleMania: Punk, Rollins, and Reigns. How was that created? Over Paul Heyman. It was a custody of Paul Heyman triple threat match.
And I loved it.
Wait. And mind you, CM Punk's quote-unquote favor, right, was to be at ringside at my match. What are we doing? And I don't care about John Cena tapping out, but Triple H coming out to the ring like he didn't creatively run the company and the tour into the dirt is what for real creases my fucking kicks.
Triple H, this is for you.
Is generationally fucking ass, and
Now-
I
now-
hate
now-
it. I hate it.
Some of that stuff,
I hate it.
Some of the stuff I with you. Some of the stuff I gotta say, the Triple H stuff where you was talking about like the stuff in the ring, that little thing. That's you got to give that smoke to Nick Khan because Nick Khan manages the business and he's the one who chooses that stuff. Like all the advertisements, like that shit.
Does it not say Paul Levesque as the executive producer?
No,
every single
I
time?
know, but he's the president of WWE. He does the business. Like he's the one who chooses that sort of shit.
Now, Josiah, I sat here
Mhm.
and I listened to this list.
Mhm.
Let me tell you,
Mhm.
most of it I agree with.
I'm
I'm not gonna argue for what little bit of time.
The women's tag title, yeah.
But I do have a soft spot. But I'm sorry, I do have a soft spot for one person you put on that list. Man, leave Rusev alone. Leave Rusev alone. Come on, man. That's my guy.
Until Rusev to be
Leave
interesting,
Rusev alone.
bro. Look, the thing about
I
look,
know, but
the
leave
thing
him
about
alone,
2025, the thing about 2025, they have so much talent. They have so much talent that they just that they proceeded to make the audience not give a fuck about. There is no reason why Julia. I know how good Julia is. I know. I watched her before WWE. I know how good Julia is. The fact that she walks out to the ring to crickets and she gets no reactions is fucking abysmal. Why would you pair her with Kiana James, who's also ass? Like, why would you do that? Like, literally, how could you fumble somebody like Ray Phoenix? Where has he been doing? What has he been doing? Penta's a generational loser. Like, what?
Oh,
like, come on, dog. Like, what
Chill on Penta.
What are we doing?
Yeah, because I'm about to say Penta was
Literally.
getting love. He was getting love. I think Penta gonna win the Intercontinental Championship.
I thought he
For sure.
was too, but now it's like,
sure.
wow, you know.
Yeah, I
gotta
think
be
they building that up because they gonna give him his shot for sure. I agree with you though with Ray Phoenix. Like what? I honestly back when the tag team division was hot, when him and Andrade were going, bro, that was like it was amazing. Andrade and Phoenix was cooking.
Most of them guys, bro,
Man.
they got over in AAA, bro. That's what they've been doing.
Yeah, that's exactly what they've been doing. That's a fact.
AAA. Ray Phoenix been in AAA. Penta, Rey Mysterio, Dom.
Mhm.
Most of them, El Grande, all them people, they've been over there in AAA doing. They even got Omos over there right now.
I saw that. How you feel about your boy Omos taking down who that was Dragon Lee?
At least he doing something, bro. He got TV time, bro. He doing something.
Fire, bro. You
Bring
think,
it to Raw. Bring it to Raw.
you think it's gonna lead to a feud with him versus AJ? Like AJ chose Dragon Lee as his opponent, as his tag team, and no more Omos shit.
Nah, I don't think they're gonna do that.
I didn't even think about that. That's hilarious.
Get Omos off TV, please.
Off? Oh.
Whoa. Respect the GOAT.
Man,
Respect the
I'm
GOAT.
sorry.
Allen, bro.
But let me
you
be
guy,
clear.
bro.
Let me be clear. Let me be clear. It's
Better than
not
Brett.
that I don't respect Omos.
Whoa.
It's the fact that Malik hyped man up
Because he's a GOAT.
so much. I'm like,
Allen, you heard what Mo said?
What would Mo
You heard
say?
what Mo said, Allen? Mo said
What Mo
Omos better than Brett.
Better than Brett.
Of course.
Shit.
Somebody said
That was
shit
good.
down. You're
That
right.
was
That's funny. Omos isn't better than the Giant Gonzalez. Get out of here, bro.
Oh yeah,
So now
Omos
you-
is partnered with Vikingo. That's all.
Omos is not better than Giant Gonzalez.
Well, all
The
right.
Giant
all
Gonzalez,
right.
you
All
took
right.
the Undertaker away. What? Who?
We've
name
lost the
one person
plot.
Omos has put out of action.
Oh, that's a
No,
good cook.
you
Wait.
mean-
That-
Don't do that, Allen.
Wait,
Not Giant
wait, that's a
Gonzalez.
good
bro.
cook.
Hey,
Wait.
Mo brought it there.
That's not a
Mo
good
brought it
thing.
The
there. I
fake
wasn't even
suit,
gonna
the
go
fake
That's a good
hair,
cook.
bodysuit. Nah, bro.
That's
Just
not a
saying,
good
you see where I'm
thing.
going with this?
Hey,
one person who put out action.
look. Giant Gonzalez did incapacitate Undertaker at WrestleMania, right?
With the chloroform rag.
Hey, Matt Thunder said.
And he beat no. And he
go
beat
ahead.
his ass at the Royal Rumble first debut. And he put him out of action before the King of the Ring. So he did
Bro,
this
Omos
nigga out
was
three
undefeated for
times.
Omos was undefeated
Just
for
to
like 3
lose
years,
to
bro.
Undertaker at SummerSlam.
Oh fuck,
That's
man.
Omos wasn't fighting nobody. Name one person he put out of action.
He beat AJ Styles. Ain't AJ
Yeah.
Styles for nobody?
They beat
Okay,
AJ
he
Styles.
beat AJ.
Bobby Lashley
Whooped
is
AJ Styles' ass to the point. Did he beat?
Did he put him out of action though?
Did he beat his ass to the point where he had to get put out on the stretch? No. Omos ain't that dude. And how do you saying that, bro?
He's up on him.
Come
What you
on,
mean?
man.
He's up on him.
He up here putting.
Hey, Malik, would you
He going light on niggas.
like Omos and Vikingo versus AJ and Dragon Lee? Because that might happen.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Omos and Vikingo.
Mm.
That's a team of all time, man.
They're together. They're together in AAA. So.
Yeah, they are.
Shit together AAA. Oh no, Omos was undefeated for 3 years, and he was the champion in WWE, unlike Giant Gonzalez. You know what I'm saying? But
And Giant Gonzalez didn't come on this pod, man. Forget Giant Gonzalez, man. Omos, bro.
Damn, Omos ain't going to harm, right?
I don't remember how many titles Giant Gonzalez had, but you know what I mean?
hmm
Hey, he has the title of incapacitating taker, so there's that.
And Omos
Yeah,
went to
the title,
Japan and became a
3 times.
god, bro. He was killing in Japan.
Oh my goodness.
I don't remember no titles.
No, I'll
that
give
he
him
had,
that.
bro.
Because that, I listen. Let me
His
give him
Noah
a
run
little
was
bit of luck.
fire, bro.
because if you know how it works, let me give him a little bit of luck because it's not easy to do that shit in Japan. Japan they work different.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You know, we
Real
saw
strong style
videos
over
of
there.
Hogan. Remember those videos of Hogan actually working? Japan. So I'll give him that. Out here, stop it.
MVP said on his
better.
podcast.
You better.
MVP said when you go to Japan, you gotta have all your T's crossed and your I's dotted because he
Yeah.
said Japan is serious with their strong
Hey,
style.
It's
Hey.
serious.
Omos was having
don't
good
fuck
matches in Japan. John Gonzalez in Japan gave us El
Hero.
Gigante versus Nails.
Facts.
Salute.
Hey,
Facts,
hey,
tell
hey,
him
look,
more.
hey, look,
Hey,
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 look, hey,
low
look,
key,
hey, look.
whoa,
But you went back and
low
watched
key,
it,
that
right?
was not a bad match, bro. That was not a bad match. That was actually not a bad match.
What?
What?
I just watched that the other day.
What?
It wasn't a bad match. It could have been way worse. It could have been way worse.
But
That was
Omos
not
was
bad.
cooking though.
That
Omos
was
didn't
bad,
have
man. I don't know
no
about
questionable match in Japan.
No, oh my.
Yeah.
It's just not like.
You have to fix your.
Alan got it. I don't know.
You have to fix your camera, Alan. Your shit bugging out on
Yeah,
me.
it is.
Yo, what?
You gotta refresh your
Alan,
camera.
That wasn't
Alan
a
looks like he
bad
got
match.
an Android camera from 2012.
Yeah, you gotta refresh your camera, bro. Oh no,
It's
started
just
acting
foggy.
crazy.
Yeah. Ooh, it might have.
It's giving them the
Foggy?
paraphone effect, man.
Yeah, it's like you gotta refresh. I don't know, something wrong with the camera. It started acting fuzzy and stuff.
Did you say a paraphone?
You might have to refresh your browser, Alan, because
I cast that
your words stop matching up with your
You're
picture.
using the BlackBerry, bro. The BlackBerry camera.
Yo. Niggas don't know about that.
So the other list we got is
You
the
don't know
top
about that.
5. Is the top 5 best of
I had one.
2025?
I think it's somewhere in the house.
You ain't get one of those. Yeah. So top 5 best WWE PLE matches
Okay.
of the year that you guys had.
Gotcha.
I don't know your list, but I'll keep my list simple. Hold on, let me add him back real quick.
Yeah. We can wait for Alan.
Oh,
There, this seems better now. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Oh wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, went back to the fun. Yeah, started acting.
I mean, as long as we can understand them.
I just turned my phone.
No, yeah, you good. We can still understand you.
Yeah.
You can keep your
perfect.
camera on though.
Yeah,
you can keep
like-
going. That's fine.
All right.
You don't really.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's some weird connection, bro. I don't know. Are you on your phone or what?
No, I'm on my laptop.
Oh, okay. I thought you was on your phone.
No, I'm on my laptop.
So top 5 best WWE PLE matches of the year that you guys had. I don't know what your list is, but my list is a little bit different maybe than y'all's. So at number 5, I had the triple threat between CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. That was really, really well done. A match that to me didn't need a championship to feel as big as it did, and I thought the match was excellent. I have Rusev versus Sheamus at Clash in Paris in the Donnybrook match. That shit was incredible. And one of the very few times that Sheamus actually submitted and tapped out. I have Cody versus Cena at SummerSlam. That's definitely one of the best matches of the year for sure, which many people wanted to happen at WrestleMania. I have Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens at Elimination Chamber. That was like real graps right there, bro.
Yes.
Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, that might have been their best match they've ever had on the main roster.
I'm so happy you said that, brother.
And then for me, the best PLE match all year to me was John Cena versus AJ Styles at Crown Jewel. That was like real, like had everything. That paid tribute to people from the past that they had rivals with. That was like real great storytelling. Like that was a great tribute to professional wrestling right there. So that was like spectacular. That would be my list.
Hell yeah, love that list.
I'm gonna go next.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you
yeah.
next, Josiah.
Cool. So I got Rhea versus Io at Evolution 2. That was great. That was a fire match. I do got Cody and Cena at SummerSlam. I think that's like probably John Cena's best match he did the whole year, in my opinion. I do have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber. That was amazing. I did not expect that match to be as great as it was, but it was phenomenal. And then I got the women's triple threat. I think that was at SummerSlam, wasn't it? Between Naomi, Rhea, and Io. That was fire. I love that.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
And then also got the women's triple threat at WrestleMania between Bianca, Rhea, and Io. That was fire as well. Yeah.
I'm so happy you mentioned the Naomi match because that match was so good.
Yeah,
bro.
that was,
really was.
And Naomi was pregnant during that match too, so
which is crazy.
Now that we know that, it just made it even better. I ain't gonna lie.
And she was pregnant leading up to that too, which is like nuts, bro. Naomi had one of the best runs of 2025. Shout out to her.
Mo, what's your list?
So in my number 5, I had the TLC match on SmackDown. The triple threat TLC match on SmackDown after Mania. Number 4, I have Sami and KO at Elimination Chamber. Number 3, I have Cody and Cody. Jesus Christ, I don't know why I wrote Cody. Cena Styles from Crown Jewel. Number 2, I have the women's triple threat from WrestleMania 41. And number 1, I have, this is biased. I don't give a fuck. Cody Cena from SummerSlam.
Hell yeah, I'm with you.
I adore that match.
I'm with you. You want me to go next, Mo?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not Mo. Malik. I'm sorry. I was looking dead at Malik. All right. For me, I had 2 honorable mentions. The triple threat with Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk in the SmackDown ladder match triple threat. Just wanted to shout those out as honorable mentions. At number 5, I got Bianca versus Rhea versus Io at WrestleMania, the triple threat match. At number 4, I got Cody versus KO, the ladder match to start the year. Oh, that Alabama slam through the ladder was nuts, bro. The fucking brain buster that KO gave Cody, and after the match, they released some footage recently of like KO asking Cody if he was okay because that spot was called. A lot of the spots in that match they called on the fly, and like they stopped doing the prearranged shit, which is amazing. Shows how good of workers those two are. At number 3, I got Sami Zayn versus KO at the Elimination Chamber. Like Malik said, they was hooping, bro. Like, go back and watch that match. That is some real fucking graps, and that might have been their best match at WWE. Like, that's up there with El Generico and Kevin Steen's Ring of Honor ladder match. That was fucking insane. At number 2, I got AJ Styles versus John Cena. Like Malik said, that was just an ode to wrestling. If you watch TNA growing up, then AJ Styles means so much to you, and seeing him pay tribute to Frankie Kazarian, to Christopher Daniels, to Samoa Joe, just to all the TNA legends, and then to see John Cena answer that with paying homage to his WWE legends from that era, whether it's Edge, Punk, Randy, those guys. And then at number 1, like Mo had, I had to do it. Y'all know I'm the Cody guy on the pod. Cody versus Cena was fucking amazing, bro. Cena showed, I can still fucking go. Cody brought it out of him. I mean, there's a reason why Meltzer gave that match 5 stars, even though we don't give a damn about Meltzer, but that's just to show how crazy good that match was. So yeah, Cena versus Cody is my number 1.
The fact that AJ like pulled up with the TNA gear, that shit was amazing. That shit
bro, and then the fucking the thing that Cena got the ring announcer to do that AJ didn't even know, no one knew, with calling him the go to TNA. Like, oh man, if you grew up watching TNA on Spike, that match meant so much to you, bro. Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
What is, in your opinion?
I'll just give one hot take about that match, though. The one thing I really wish AJ Styles would have, and this is purely a hot take. I wish he had cut his hair.
Ooh.
Only the
young AJ. Yeah.
I wish he had cut his hair. That's it.
I'm not mad at that.
I don't know if he can do that. I don't know if he can go back to those days.
I don't think he wants to do that.
He said the next time he cuts his hair is when he retires, and he's gonna cut it so short that nobody recognizes him.
That's gonna be crazy.
He's gonna be bald in his Hall of Fame speech.
Bald
I feel like okay. So what's
hell no, y'all.
What this year in 2025? We gave some of the stuff that we didn't like. What this year do you think was the absolute worst booking decision this year? Like strictly. Looking back, even now, that shit just doesn't make sense. I'm gonna give the first thing that popped in my mind. it would have to be Jey Uso tapping out Gunther, bro. I think that's the worst thing they did all year for me. Like that, genuinely, Jey Uso winning the world title, not an issue. Didn't mind it. I was one of the people that actually said I believe he deserves an opportunity to at least get the championship push to see what we can get out of him and see what he can do because he got himself massively over for years. But tapping out Gunther, one of the most credible and believable guys on the roster, I don't even think Jey Uso's ever won a match by submission before. Like that to me, just even looking back now, I still hate it. I'm like, bro, why by submission though? Like by pinfall, cool. Everybody expected Jey Uso to win. Thumbs up, that's not a problem. But for him to tap out Gunther, I wasn't feeling that, bro. I thought that shit was corny.
I'm with you. I didn't know Jey Uso knew submission moves.
That would be the worst booking decision I think they did all year for me.
Oh man, shit, man.
That's the first thing that popped in my mind.
I think it's the New Day's heel turn, bro. I think like yeah, we all talk about like John Cena heel turn being terrible. I mean like we can have a whole hour-long argument with that, but it's the fact that the New Day wasn't doing like literally anything for a hot minute, and this was the one thing that they was doing to try to revitalize the New Day in like their tag team, in like the tag team division, like maybe revitalize the Raw tag division because that division was terrible, and like it was building up them breaking up. They were like every single week it was Xavier was getting frustrated with Kofi Kingston, and then Kofi Kingston like, yo, like what's up with you? You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be a team together. We're supposed to be brothers and stuff like that, and like. The fact that they had the 10-year anniversary, Big E came back. I wasn't expecting that. Big E coming back and then just kicking Big E to the side and the whole crowd turning on him. And the next Raw, the whole crowd hated them. Kofi's own mother like pushed him back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was so perfect. So and to get nothing out of that, right? Like to just run that into the ground and to have it die out that hard, and then having them have a terrible match at WrestleMania too for it. It was just I don't think that they should have went that direction. It was completely terrible. Now we got Grayson Waller a part of the New Day. I don't like that either. So it's like I don't know, man. Like this is just that whole heel turn to me was terrible. It was just I didn't like that at all.
And you bring Big E out to not do nothing, bro.
It's so like. The New Day is my favorite tag team of all time, and like the fact that they just don't care about the New Day anymore is terrible. I don't like that.
Mo, yours.
The more I think about it, and even though I defended it when it happened, because I understood the justification for why they did it, I think a big trickling effect for what went wrong for WWE, at least the main event scene, was Jay winning the Rumble in the first place. If you would have just let Cena or Punk, who was the original plan, if they would have put a muffle on Michael P.S. Hayes, I think your WrestleMania card could have been a lot stronger. And I think it would have changed a lot for the better. A lot for the better.
All right, hell yeah.
Lynn, what you got?
All right, I'm not going to say none of what y'all said, but I definitely agree with you, Malik, and I definitely agree with you, Josiah. Like, both y'all's answers are two of the things that popped into my mind, so I had to think of something else. And you know where I'm going? I'm about to shit on Dwayne. Dwayne, baby! The Rock, how you gonna insert yourself into Cena's retirement tour and heel turn and say, I'm gonna sell your soul to me and bring Travis Scott? Y'all do this whole Elimination Chamber shit for y'all not to show up at Mania, to have Cody lose the title because of some Travis Scott bullshit? Where were you at, Dwayne? And now people in comments are saying, oh, Dwayne should have been the person to fight Cena. I saw that in your comments, Malik, on one of your videos when I went to comment. Dwayne should have been the person to fight Cena in his last match. I was like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? This guy couldn't even appear at Mania, and y'all want him to fight Cena for his last match? Y'all are absolutely absurd.
Mind you, he came back at Bad Blood. For no reason.
For no reason.
No reason.
With no reason at all. So, like, bro, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is my worst booking decision of the year because your ass refused to show up to WrestleMania. Cena, and when you watch the Cena and Cody interview on Cody's podcast, Cody just starts laughing because he knows it's like, yeah, bro, I can't say nothing. The Rock's still on the board, but that nigga fucked up all that shit. And Cena was like, we just had to go where we had to go with. Who was there? Fucking bullshit, Dwayne. Shit was nonsense.
These comments are killing me today.
It's so hard to
Holy
defend.
shit.
It's like it's crazy about it is like I like The Rock, bro. Like he's one of my favorite superstars ever.
But
But like
defend
it's
that
so
shit.
hard. It's so hard to like to defend that dude because it's like, dude, Rock, like why did you say I'm gonna take your soul, Cody Rhodes? And then why did you come back in Bad Blood? Why did you cut that crazy ass promo on Raw, glazing Cody Rhodes and all that?
Blazing Roman. Then why'd you come back to Raw with the Rock's People's Champion belt and like Cody Rhodes? Me and you we're gonna do this in the future, and I'm gonna get that belt. Like what, nigga? What are you?
He had no direction for. There was a video I saw on YouTube last week, I believe it was, where they talked about how like the final boss character completely lost his footing after Mania. There was no actual direction since then.
Because he didn't want to be a heel, Mo. That's the problem. Dude legit wanted to be a babyface because let's go back. Black Adam fails. Due to Black Adam failing in the box office, The Rock said, I need to redeem myself. I need to get love again. So I'm gonna go to WWE and be the babyface and fight Roman Reigns to where should I sit? At the front of the table, in the back of the table? Ooh, I'll sit at the head of the table. And he wanted that love because he got so much hate for Black Adam. And then when the crowd chose Cody Rhodes, that nigga didn't know what to do with himself. But it turns out people love the final boss. So he was like, yeah, I'm gonna ride that wave. I'm gonna ride the final boss. Turns out Hollywood comes along. He gets the fucking movie that he just drops with the Safdie brothers. He has a movie with Martin Scorsese that he's about to film. This nigga don't give a fuck about WWE no more. He only came back because Black Adam failed. Let's be honest, bro. That's the only reason he came back.
It would have been great. It would have been great.
I don't know if that's the only reason he came back, though.
Well, most of it. I'll say
it would have
big
been great
majority.
if he it would have been great if
that too.
Yeah, like
man, fuck my view.
I'm just saying, like, it would have been great if he leaned into the more like authoritative side of the final boss. Because like when we saw at WrestleMania, right? When we saw at WrestleMania 40, it was the night one main event when he was like, fighting Cody and Seth, and we seen with Roman. He was like, yo, like there was a point in the match where Rock was like, you count me out, you're fired.
Yes,
like that type of character work.
So funny.
That I'm saying, like
bro.
that type of
That was
character
so
work.
funny.
If he was like to lean more into that as like a heel, but like trying to directly sabotage Cody Rhodes in a way because he wants to take that away from him and bring the title back
You are
to the family.
absolutely right.
That would have been like a pretty good storyline to go off of. You know what I mean? Like
that's exactly what he should have did. But because
He just had no direction.
he's so emotional, like he wants to be loved, bro. Like he can't. I don't think he can be a heel long. He doesn't want to be a heel for a long time. And like everything you said, like that video, I saw a video on TikTok of him telling the ref, "You count like you just said, you're fired." Like he should have leaned into that so much and like been like, "No, Triple H, you work for me. I run all this shit. I'm the final boss." But he didn't want to do that, bro. He didn't want to utilize that part of him. He wanted to be loved.
That would have been so great. Like
be the people's champ.
That'd have been so great if like Triple H is the head creative, but then like Brock be like, no, bro, like I'll run TKO. I'm over you. Like that whole thing about like no, like this decision isn't going off the way you think it's gonna be.
Ari Emanuel calls me, nigga. He don't call you. He calls me.
Kind of like what was it? The WrestleMania 41 press conference where he slapped Cody and then they were in the back and he was like something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, man, you talk about my parents, man. You better go handle it. I'm like,
Triple H, you better handle that. Yes, bro. That was when he was at his best.
Now
That's when I started turning on Rock, but he flipped it. I
think I already answered, but just for the program's sake, the WrestleMania main event ended. Just as a whole, Rock or not, like this, as I said before, this is the main event of the biggest show of the year. This is the one match at WrestleMania you cannot afford to buck up. You know why? Because history. And look back on these things. We have these podcasts. We have these conversations. And you don't want to be on the bad side of those conversations. So I'll leave it at that.
100%. 100%.
I think. All right, so these are all just assumptions that we're making. We really don't know what happened with the whole Rock Travis Scott fallout. Like, we don't really know what happened there. We know there was supposed to be some type of match with Travis Scott. We know that for sure. Then that fell out. We don't know what the Rock's involvement was going to be. We don't know if that was even supposed to be a thing after WrestleMania. That could have just been set up for him to show up at Elimination Chamber so that they could have a moment. Because that's what Cena said in the podcast. He said they wanted to create a moment.
They did, yeah.
For Elimination Chamber that would get the buzz. They wanted The Rock to be a part of it because he obviously brings attraction to it. But the way they set up the story in our mind made it seem like this was pushing something for the future or pushing some type of narrative, at least to WrestleMania and maybe past. That might have never been the plan, though, for all we know. It could have just been for the Chamber, and we just assumed that that was going to lead to Mania. But Rock could have... He could have never been a part of it. For all we knew, he could have been like, bro, I wasn't supposed to be a part of it anyway. Like, I wasn't never supposed to be at WrestleMania.
The only reason why I think he was supposed to be a part of it is just based on that conversation he just had with Cody. And Cena was just like, after Elimination Chamber, we were supposed to have these pieces, and we just didn't have them. And we didn't have them, so we had to move forward and do what we could with the pieces we had. And Cody's laugh in his face just made it seem like they don't want to shit on Rock, but you're right. We don't know. We are assuming. We're trying to read between the tea leaves. So,
and that is a fair point. We may not know what's going on behind the scenes, but we know what the hell we saw in front of our eyes.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Right. I mean, what we saw is based off the presentation of the shit that we saw, we assumed that Rock was going to be a part of future plans or a part of the story of some sort for the heel turn and all that stuff. But we're just assuming we don't really know exactly what the plans were, what were talked about, and we may never know. Honestly, they may never come out and say it. And even if they do talk about it, it's a situation of who believes who at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if somebody comes out and says
that,
Rock could come out and say his story. Well, people could be like, "Oh, he's lying."
That's definitely gonna be the first thing.
And then if Cena comes out and says the same thing, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he's just a company
He's
guy.
colluding."
We try to protect, the industry. So we don't really know.
The thing is,
the conversations that are had. I feel like if The Rock wanted to commit to it and he was committed, he would have did it because we saw him do it last year when he was a part of WrestleMania. He was in it. You know what I'm saying? That the plans had changed, but when the plans switched, he was there for the builds. He was showing up more than Roman at one point.
He was
for the story.
You know what's funny about that?
When he's a part of the stories, he's there. But I don't know if he actually was a part of what they were telling for WrestleMania. I think it might have just been a moment.
The issue
You know what's funny about that shit? I think it was like between 40 and 41, someone left a comment in The Rock's Instagram post. And it was like a rumor that he wasn't going to be at 41.
Yep.
And he told that person that it was bullshit.
Yep.
So where the fuck were you, nigga?
Exactly. That you add that, and I think
Bald-headed bitch. Where the fuck were you, nigga?
On top of what you just said, Mo, because that is facts. He made it a point to be like, Dave Meltzer is wrong. I'm gonna be there. Okay, cool. If you know you're not gonna be part of the build as much,
you backstage.
Why say, Cena, I want your soul? You don't have to say that. You could have had a moment, had Cena turn here. You didn't have to say, Cena, sell your soul to me so we can continue this. Also, I do think, Malik, the issue, and I'm gonna let you go, Alan, after this, because it all ties in. Because of my movie podcast, I follow the news very closely. During that time leading up to 40, and the reason why he was so invested, he didn't have anything to film at that time. Like, the movies wasn't hitting because Black Adam wasn't doing what it was supposed to. He gets Smashing Machine, and things are starting to turn. And then this year, he had to film not only Smashing Machine, but the Moana live action. In the Moana live action, I think on top of him getting the Scorsese movie is why he wasn't here as much, because he had to film shit.
Right, you're right. I mean, if he's obviously gonna be a part of wrestling, he's gonna have to put the film stuff to the side.
Yeah,
he's not gonna be able to switch both. And we already knew Rock came out and said that he was in Hawaii. He was at home watching the show. But like I said, for all we know, there might not have been any plans for him to be a part of it at WrestleMania. Like they literally could have just called him and said, "Hey, we want you for the Chamber to help create this moment." Now he didn't need to be a part of it.
Yeah, exactly.
But they wanted the clicks and views, and they knew that would get the clicks and views. So the assumption is that what we saw is that we all assumed that The Rock was going to be a part of stuff moving forward. This is what we saw. So we're thinking that's what we're thinking. Mm-hmm. But in hindsight, I'm just saying that might have never been the case, though. That's all I'm saying. That might have never been the case.
You right, and that's why he shouldn't have said "sell your soul." We could have had that one line is what changes everything, in my opinion.
If they were gonna have, because I remember the reason they said Ari Emanuel called him. He said that like I think ticket sales were low or something.
Yep, that's exactly what it was.
If you wanted to use Rock as the draw that he is, I'm not about to pretend like he's not a draw even in 2025. Just have him host the damn show. Just have him host Chamber.
Yeah, but they wanted the moment, though. That's what I'm saying. They wanted the.
But you could have still had the moment as the host. Like the Rock was the host of WrestleMania 27, and like he had a crazy moment in the main event against Cena.
So
but even then, Josiah, let's say
that's one of the worst WrestleManias of all time.
But just to the point,
and one of the worst booking decisions.
You don't even have to make him the host. You could have him involved. Just don't have him say the soul thing. The soul thing is what makes storylines. Yeah, that's what makes us think you're gonna be a part of it. Like,
well, to go to it though, he wanted Cody's soul.
Yeah,
Cody obviously wouldn't do it. Maybe the plan was that maybe Rock always knew, like, I knew you wasn't gonna sell your soul. We just trapped you. You feel me? We just set it up so we could do this. But then when Cena turned, we all saw Cena sold out to the Rock. You know, that's what we kind of thought in that moment too. So I understand your interpretation of when he says sell your soul.
You're involved.
Okay. Somebody got to sell out here.
I gotta go pretty soon, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna lay it all out there. This whole thing was bullshit. It shouldn't have happened the way it happened. We as wrestling fans are owed an apology. If you don't agree with this, don't boo me. You should be booing yourselves.
That's straight up.
Yeah, I feel like I need to hop off whenever you.
That meme is like.
Just fuck me for it.
Alan, if you gotta hop off, you can hop off whenever you want to.
All right, bro. I gotta hop off. Yeah. I'll talk to y'all later.
100%, though. Yeah.
Take it easy, Alan. Good seeing you, bro.
Yeah,
I feel like though, like I said, it's just at the end of the day, it's all assumption though, because like I said, who's gonna believe who? If Rock were to come out and tell the real story, we wouldn't know, and people would just say he was lying. Cena could come out and tell the same story. Cody could come out and tell the same story. Like we don't really know what, even like the stuff they show in Unreal, like
that's scripted, bro. Probably
some of that stuff could be edited stuff and tell, you know what I'm saying. So it's like you don't really know though. Like unless you really like some of that stuff is real, but it's like I feel like there's still that illusion of wrestling where it's like you still don't kind of know though unless you're like really in it though. Like and that's what makes wrestling so unique. It's like it's always a big what if. It's not like movies, you know what I mean?
But that's the thing about the what if factor is like maybe in Unreal on Unreal, maybe it's real, maybe it's not, but it's just like us as wrestling fans creating our own like headcanon and creating our own things or create our own conspiracy theories. You bring out a show like that, it takes away that aspect of being a wrestling fan and like, you know, having like these predictions, right? It's just saying that, oh, I think this happened, or I think this happened because of this. But when they show you, oh yeah, so like we had CM Punk, you know, winning the Rumble, but you know, we said no, let's have Uso win the Rumble. Like just outright telling us that. I was like, dude, now it's like,
telling me that you have the exact same problems that your audience has with Jey Uso. You literally have the same issues with his cardio and his conditioning, and then you put that on TV, and it's like, but the internet complains too much. You have the same issues as me. What the salute?
Yeah, it just goes to one of those like what's real and what's not real type of scenarios because we don't. I mean,
we don't know.
As fans, you don't really know when it comes to wrestling, so it's not like a movie. If like somebody was supposed to play a part and then they didn't play that part and got moved out, well, somebody comes out and tells that story. He's like, all right, yeah, I mean that's believable. I mean, the reason to lie, but wrestling is all about keeping kayfabe. Sometimes, you know, gotta keep it in the illusion. So we don't really. Like I said, we may never know what happened. We just have to go based off what we saw. I agree with The Rock showing up and everything. They didn't really need to include him. It was all just clickbait and for views and stuff, which was a cool moment. But it's like you still could have executed that heel turn if hypothetically you wanted to do it without The Rock involved. And if you knew he already wasn't going to be involved afterwards, then why even do it? You know what I mean? Because now he's got to take blame for that, and it might not even be his fault. You know what I'm saying? Like it might not even be his fault. And
that's a good point.
Because if you already knew going into it, like, yeah, we already know Rock's not going to be at WrestleMania. We already know he's not going to be a part of it. but we're still gonna make him a part of it. Now he's gonna face the backlash for it because you just assuming we're all assuming that he's gonna be a part of it. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
didn't think about it from that perspective of if Triple H knew before the moment that Rock wasn't going to be involved, but you still did it. Well, then, yeah, at that point, I'm with Josiah and it's fuck Triple H, like 100%.
Yeah,
It depends on it. 100% depends on what each person knew exactly. Oh, also Malik, I don't know if you saw, we got a super chat.
Yeah, we got a couple of those. I got them saved. We'll get to the super chats at the end of the show. So for people who send us super chats, I do got them saved on the side right here, and I will get to those before the show ends. So do not worry, because we're kind of just going along with different conversations right now. So I don't want to interrupt the conversations, but I do got your super chat saved, so we will get to those before the show ends. But yeah, it's just a matter of speculation and shit. We don't really freaking know how things went down because we weren't there in the conversations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like I feel it's just hard for me to really sit back and believe that like
Rock just said fuck us.
no, it's just hard for me to really believe that Cena
well,
is really just sitting back during his own retirement tour and just like there's no way he can think that all this shit is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I don't.
in his heart, he knows what he likes and what he doesn't like. And I'm not saying that he has to go against the grain, but it's like if he really is just sitting back and there's like, yeah, we're bringing in Travis Scott for this and he gonna do all this, and he's like, all right, cool, whatever. Like
because that goes into my point I said earlier about like how John Cena, that's his one like tragic flaw as the WWE superstar is that like he thinks that he's giving back to us as the fans, but like us as the fans, we don't like most of the stuff that we're saying. Like we don't like the fact that you're doing program with Brock Lesnar. We don't like the fact that Travis Scott got involved in this. We don't like most of the stuff that you're signing off on that like you think that you think is gonna leave like a lasting legacy. It's like it's just not cool. I just don't. That it goes back to that. You know what I'm saying?
To tie into what you said last week, Malik, I think this is also John Cena's issue. Ever since the Nexus, I don't think John Cena wants to insert himself into creative because the one time
I was just about to ask that question.
Yeah, he buried the
just about to ask
Nexus,
the question.
and like I think that really fucked him up, bro. I think that like truly.
well, I mean, in hindsight though, it's like
and I don't think he want to put in decisions anymore because of that.
I mean, I don't know. There's no way he's not putting in input and decisions though on certain things. You know what I mean? Like every top star does that. Every top star has pull. It's like sometimes you mess things up, sometimes you get things wrong, or sometimes you have issues with certain superstars. That's normal. But it's like this is your retirement tour. The whole year is about you.
You should have more
like,
say.
This is your last year, from what you're saying. It's the last year you're ever going to see John Cena as the John Cena character, right? So the whole year essentially is about you. Even if you don't want it to be that way, that's how it's set up. It's a whole retirement tour. So it's going to be set up.
I would have went full Hogan.
Yeah, he should have went full Hogan. He should have.
I would have went full Hogan.
I feel like there's certain things like, yes, you let Triple H and them decide who goes over, who wins, and stuff like that. But it's like you're not pitching ideas of who you want to wrestle though. Like you're not looking at the roster and saying, "Man, hey, I need to wrestle that guy before I retire. Hey, put me in a program."
Because the only person he chose, it seems, was AJ Styles. Damn near.
I'm saying I heard
they said it was planned.
Yeah.
I heard when he was on Chris Van Vliet's podcast and he was saying like the only idea that I pitched out was how I wanted Saturday Night's main event to go, and it was to showcase the stars of the future, and for me to be, you know, for me to do some good and like to sprinkle some memories up in there. He said I don't want to go out with fans remembering on what I did. I want them to go. I want them to showcase what I'm leaving for the business. That he said that's the only thing that he had pitched creative wise for his retirement tour. So that alone should tell. I'm like, bro, like I said, like I said earlier, you're John Cena. I know you have the pull to do these different. Like I know you have the pull to like to say like Malik said, hey, I want to wrestle that guy for retire, or I want this for retire, or like I want to make sure that this is crazy. I want to make sure that we sell out this arena. I want to do this and that. Like, come on, dude. Like,
yeah, he should have had more of a hand in it, bro. He should have like 100%. But we don't, again, to Malik's point of us not knowing, he might have pitched this whole bitch. Like this might have been his whole idea of the whole thing. And then at that point, it's like, damn, Cena, your creativity is a little whack.
And if it is, like, and if it is, I don't want Cena.
I don't want to know. Yeah, I don't want to ever know.
I don't want Cena with some headphones on backstage. If that's the case, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things that I feel. There's certain things that I feel that they could have did differently if Cena had spoke up about certain things, like the whole Brock Lesnar stuff. We didn't need to see Brock Lesnar beat John Cena like that to already know who Brock Lesnar is. We already know what Brock Lesnar's about. We know that he's the beast. We know that he's the dominant guy. We understand who Brock Lesnar is. He didn't have to do that to John Cena to bring the illusion of Brock back or whatever they wanted in that case to try to get done. We already know what he's about. It's not like Brock Lesnar's this new upcoming guy. It's like, who's this guy?
Yeah.
This guy's a
Future
legend
Hall
in
of
the
Famer,
business, bro. Like, we already know what he's done.
Mm.
We understand
He
his
did this
gimmicks.
to him
Suplex City,
before.
the Conqueror, the Beast Incarnate. That's who he is. So we understand that. And I feel like for them to give Cena one of those matches during his last year, it was like that. They didn't really need to do that though. Like, we didn't need to see him do John Cena like that for us to understand who Brock Lesnar is as a character. We already know.
Yep.
We've known for years.
And
He already
bro,
did-
stop-
he already
stop
did that
bringing
shit
out
to
Make a
Cena.
Wish kids for shit like that, bro. I'm sick of it, bro.
Yo.
I'm sick of it.
Well,
Bruh,
it's done, Josiah. You don't have to worry
If I
about
was
that
in,
no more.
if I was in charge of Make a Wish, I'd have been fired this nigga, bro. Like, dude, like, what do you think that does for our brand, bro? Like, this is the second time that we had you do this, bro. First at WrestleMania, you just lose in front of kids. Now you just get to short in front of kids, but like, what that say to us?
Does Cody pick up the torch and bring the Make-A-Wish kids out to Luke?
Man. Man. At that point, it's like, you know what, we're going into a comfortable, closing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good. Man.
You think Cody will be the next guy to do it?
We lose. I was making that joke. Yeah,
With the Make a Wish kids, I mean,
it's
shit,
possible, bro.
it is possible.
Brings them all out to do the wall just to take an L. Ooh.
Yeah, they all go out.
I'm
Yo!
saying,
You can see
yo.
them all in the line. They get ready. They all do the whoa, and Cody has take that L.
And then like bro taps out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what does that prove? You know? Like,
Someone in the comments said one of the things they hated this year was how much Rikishi bitched about Jey Uso just for Jey Uso to be one of the worst parts of the year. Yo, Rikishi did bitch a lot.
Nah, he definitely was saying something.
Way too damn much.
Bro,
Just-
Rikishi
just for
had...
just for
That's
doing
the
what
crazy
he
thing
did.
is Rikishi has 3 sons in WWE. He didn't give a fuck about Jimmy or Solo. It was just Jay. That's the only nigga he was complaining about.
I'm saying, bro.
And then the nigga had a nerve to say they pushing Jacob Fatu too fast. Push my other kids. What?
My other kid,
Yeah,
My other kid.
Yeah, because he don't give a fuck about
Singular.
Jimmy or Solo.
You could tell who his favorite is. You could tell who the favorite is.
Yeah, it's Jay, 100%. 100%.
It might be Jay, probably. I mean, well, Jay's the most over guy. I don't know.
True,
He's the most popular guy. So,
True.
but he was never even satisfied with the push that he got. Which I mean, there were
He
some
was not at
issues about
all.
it, but
And the crazy thing is, how you gonna say don't push Jacob Fatu? That's your cousin. Like, what? That made no sense to me, bro. When he was like, slow down, Jacob's getting too much love. Too much love.
that's crazy.
Like, what?
That's crazy.
I saw that interview and I was like, oh no, Rikishi, you clown.
I do
What
feel like
about
though.
Roman?
I do feel like for me, 2025 has been Triple H's worst year on the main roster so far as head of
Definitely.
creative. I'm not gonna dispute
For
that.
sure.
Nobody should dispute that.
Not
But I
even
feel like a lot of people are reaching though when they saying 2019 was better, bro.
No.
I really feel like some of y'all got to go back and do your revisionist history. I think some of y'all really have to go back and watch or go back and look at the stuff that happened in 2019. 2025 wasn't the best year,
Vince was wild.
but 2019 was like, that's like tier bottom, like top 3 worst years the company's ever had, bro.
All you gotta do is send that picture.
Like
you
they were
put on
blatantly doing things that made you question, like, it kind of felt they were purposely doing things on purpose to make
Keith
it worse.
Bearcat
That's
Lee.
how I
bro.
felt. Like, if you look at 2019, the
That was
trajectory.
2019?
Yeah, I'm 100%. I'm pretty sure. I'm
No,
gonna
that
go
was
check
I
that.
thought it was like
that was
2021.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
21. That's 21.
Okay, bad.
But still,
19, you had. So, if you look at the trajectory of superstars, Bobby Roode became an afterthought. Chad Gable was Shorty G. You had Shinsuke Nakamura fall down. They refused to submit Samoa Joe as one of their top main eventers by not putting the title on him, even though he fought for the title 4 times that year and didn't win it. Or the year previous, and they still didn't want to put the championship on him for some reason.
Seth versus
Braun
Baron
Strowman became
Corbin.
an afterthought when he could have been cemented as one of the top guys. Rusev Day was one of the most over gimmicks. They chose not to utilize that for some reason. The tag team division was bad, bro. Revival was one of the best tag teams they had in the division. And the biggest thing they did that year is when these niggas were
It's
standing in the
creep.
bathroom shaving each other's backs with cream, bro.
Yes.
That's the most diddiest thing that I've ever seen WWE do in quite some time, where you have one of the best teams ever shaving each other's backs, literally in towels in the bathroom, bro, for no apparent reason whatsoever.
That's why they left so fast.
Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins became top champions at
Mhm.
WrestleMania, and the first feud they go into is with
Baron
Baron Corbin
Corbin.
and Lacey Evans, bro.
Yep.
Becky Lynch was fighting Lacey Evans in world
Fair.
title matches.
Don't defend that,
No,
Josiah.
no.
I'm hearing him out. I'm gonna hear him
No.
out.
I'm talking about the Becky Lynch thing. To be fair, who did they build on Monday Night Raw for Becky Lynch to face?
No.
That is a part of the problem, but good point.
You know,
Yeah, that's
so
what
I mean,
There's nobody.
Lacey
know.
Evans wasn't good.
she was shit. But I'm just saying, like, you know, who was the better alternative?
Like she wasn't good.
Good
You know what I mean?
point.
Like
I'll give you that.
And then, oh wait, the
That was
Kofi
like- that was
Kingston
like-
losing
that
his
was like
title
the-
to Brock happened that year too. in
like
6
Becky,
seconds.
like Lacey Evans wasn't. She wasn't main event caliber. Same with Baron Corbin.
Bruh,
Baron Corbin
let
wasn't
me-
trash, but like they had Baron Corbin retire Kurt Angle.
Yep.
It should have been John Cena, and then you had Baron Corbin go fight for the world title when everybody knew he wasn't. He's not winning the world championship. Not the Universal Championship. Like that wasn't.
Why was Corbin wearing a suit? I hated that, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Constable Corbin, like
Mhm.
Constable
they
Corbin.
literally didn't know what to do in those directions. They gave the Money in the Bank to Brock
Bro, I was
Lesnar.
about to say Brock Lesnar.
They gave Money in the Bank to Brock Lesnar when in a match he wasn't in, just for him to cash in on Seth to retell a storyline
that they already
that they
told.
already told
Yep.
going into SummerSlam. The whole story,
Mind y'all,
the whole
both
story.
these reigns was ended by the same guy.
Facts. Oh my gosh.
Both of these reigns was ended by the same motherfucker.
That's crazy. Then you had
Hey,
also
You
I
had,
started
you
thinking, though.
had Seth Rollins and Brock going into SummerSlam, which the match at SummerSlam was good. They had a good
That was
match at
great.
SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But the whole story going into SummerSlam was, can Brock Lesnar get defeated by Seth Rollins? Can Seth Rollins slay the beast Brock Lesnar? We already saw him do that though at WrestleMania. He already beat Brock Lesnar. So why are we
and
telling
they had
the story
Seth moving
like
like
it
a
never happened
bitch.
before? They just retold
Yep.
the whole story like it didn't even happen. And then of course you had Goldberg versus The Undertaker, which like one of the
Horrible.
top 5 worst matches you could ever watch for some reason.
Horrible.
You had Brock Lesnar squash Kofi Kingston in a matter of seconds just so they could do Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez in Saudi Arabia for the
Yep.
WWE Championship. And then Cain Velasquez never came back to WWE after that again, might I add you. You had The Fiend versus Seth Rollins Hell in a Cell match. And Hell in a Cell ended in a DQ, bro.
Yeah,
How do you
Tyson
have a Hell in a
Fury-
Cell ended in
It
a
was
DQ?
referee stoppage, actually, but you know.
Yeah, Tyson Fury versus Braun Strowman.
That doesn't make any sense, bro. We literally
Sorry, I hate you.
did we not see
Ooh, I hate you.
did we not see Mick Foley almost die in a Hell in a
Yep.
Cell match?
That's a fact.
Like literally almost die inside of a Hell in a Cell. And that match continued to the end.
That's a fact.
And Seth Rollins and The Fiend has to end to a referee stoppage.
Absurd.
That's what we're doing.
Absurd.
Because of a sledgehammer.
This was also the year that they buried Dean Ambrose and John Moxley went crazy. Yep.
Well, Dean Ambrose was out of WWE at the time, yeah. So he
Yeah.
left that year.
He was out of
Um,
there.
But before that year,
Oh, the dog food. Roman ate the dog food from Corbin this year.
Roman Reigns getting dog food dumped on him and shit, losing pay-per-view matches to Shane McMahon and Eric Rowan and King Corbin.
Shane
bro.
McMahon.
Oh, Shane
was the
McMahon in
most
2019.
insufferable-
Bro, Shane McMahon was
authority
running
figure
around like
ever.
Pac in 2019, bro.
Shane McMahon
He
with
was
the
the
best
most-
in the world, with the whole best in the world gimmick in 2019 was like real.
He was the most insufferable authority figure since Mike Adamle, and it wasn't even Mike Adamle's fault.
And this was the year that Seth Rollins tweeted.
He was worse. I don't think he was worse than Mike Adamle, bro. Mike Adamle was pretty bad.
Mike, here's the thing: Shane was fully coherent. Mike Adamle had CTE.
Mike Adamle was terrible, bro.
Mike Adamle was real bad, bro.
You couldn't pronounce niggas' names on TV. Jeff Hardy,
Jeff Harvey, Jesus.
Jess Harvey. Oh my god.
the Bobby Lashley and Lana
Mike Adamle?
storyline, bro.
Yeah, Rusev lost his wife. He got cucked out. Yep, that's a fact.
Like they did
Bro,
that.
it went from
that shit
Mike,
was petty,
Mike and
bro.
Maria. That's the crazy thing. The story went from Mike and Maria turning into Lashley and Lana.
And
They
then
literally just transitioned.
And they
the
try to
story.
add live to it.
I was about
like-
to say, and it ends with Liv Morgan stealing all they bitches.
That was the main event of the last Raw of the year too. That was the last thing we
Liv
saw.
Morgan comes out and talks about she want Lana and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
I want
what
you,
is
Lana.
this, bro? What is this stuff, bro? Like this is crazy.
Why didn't they continue that, bro? Like, I want to see that.
No, thank you.
That shit was
Liv
crazy.
Lil Boy came out looking good, saying I want Lana. Like, damn.
That was
Lil
mad
Morgan-
petty.
Lil
That was
Morgan
mad
came
petty.
out and
WWE.
said-
Though.
They
It was,
look
like, it was
good.
like they knew Rusev was leaving.
And it was
they
like,
were
we're gonna
punishing
cuck you
and
out.
him and Lana
bro.
was splitting up, bro. They was like they did that shit on purpose.
Vince was wrong for that. Not only is Bobby Lashley gonna take your bitch, but then Liv Morgan gonna take your bitch after.
Well, this was the same event that said nigga on TV. So
Yeah, it is. Facts.
to a black dude.
Yep.
So, you know.
Yeah, he loved a good interracial couple being a cuck.
The only people that were able to thrive, and the only motherfucker that was thriving in 2019, honestly, was Brock Lesnar and,
Yeah,
and
truly.
maybe Becky Lynch. Probably the only two. Everybody, even Seth Rollins, who had one of the top years where he was getting put in prominent positions, he even suffered, bro, in that spot.
And Becky Lynch only thrived because the people put her like, you know, like Becky Lynch earned that, you know what I'm saying? Like she took that spot. Like they didn't give her that. She straight up took it and they had no choice.
And they had remember the repetitive of rematches too, bro. Like,
Mhm.
they introduced the women's tag team titles, instantly did nothing with them after. Like
That's why they was cursed. We considered them cursed, bro.
literally did nothing with those
Took
tag
them
titles.
off Sasha and Bailey just to put them on the Iconics and do nothing.
Hey,
They,
shout
bro,
out
they had
Iconic.
Paige. They had Paige managing Asuka and Kairi Sane. Why?
Yo,
What's the correlation?
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that. too.
They had Lars Sullivan running around.
I was about to say Lars
What did he
Sullivan
do?
was running around.
Bro, they was trying to push Lars.
Bro,
No,
they did Kurt Angle so dirty.
I thought Lars Sullivan was until 2018.
Nah, that's what. No, the
Nah,
reason why I remember this.
That's 2019.
The reason why I remember
He
it.
squashed Luke the house party on
They
Saudi
did. They
Arabia.
did Kurt Angle so dirty. Gave him the worst retirement tour possible.
Mhm.
Had him lose to Corbin at Mania. Then come out at the Raw after Mania
And lose the Lars
just to get his ass whooped. Just to get his ass whooped by Lars Sullivan.
That shit was nasty.
Disgusting, bro.
Drew did make the nigga tap out, bro. That's so tough. That's
To
so
the
tough.
ankle lock, bro.
I'll never forget for what they did to Kurt. I'll never
They
forget.
made that nigga tap out.
Hey,
that's so tough.
Alex Cortez is right. The only thing that kept me watching WWE in 2019 was Adam Cole and NXT, baby. They were cooking.
Yeah, NXT was backpack.
I feel like in
That's the only-
2020 in 2025 was it perfect? No, but
Fuck no.
this year in 2025, you're not gonna find a match that was as bad as Goldberg versus The Undertaker,
No,
as
yeah.
bad as Fiend Rollins Hell in a Cell.
Lars Sullivan, Kurt
There's not a
Angle.
storyline that happened this year to me that was as cringy as Bobby Lashley versus Lana.
To be fair,
Here this nigga go.
what did you expect
Here's-
out of Undertaker and Goldberg?
Not
I
to
mean, nothing.
not to be that disastrous.
It
Not
shouldn't
for
even
them to
been
damn
there.
near die. Not for them
Yeah.
to almost die.
Because Goldberg's already shit in the ring anyway, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Taker, he's like a 70-year-old handicapped man. So like, you know what I mean? So it's like
Then why book it?
also,
Yeah,
Why
then don't
put
book
it
that
together?
shit.
Then why
Yeah.
book it? Then why?
Yeah.
Book it?
Also, 2019
good
had a retirement tour, and that
Okay.
retirement tour was way worse than Cena.
You are, especially after you saw DX versus Brothers of Destruction. Why even book it?
Yeah, shouldn't have.
Why even put it together? Mind you,
Undertaker
Goldberg
can't-
hadn't
he
Goldberg
can't
hadn't had a
carry
match
nobody
at that
back
point.
then.
Goldberg hadn't had a match at that point since Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, so he hadn't wrestled in 2 years.
Bro, we forgot the wild card rule.
Oh my
Niggas
god.
trying to them doing the 2 out of 3 falls matches just to avoid wrestling during commercials. Like, imagine being in the arena and they're just like, "Yo, we're gonna stop wrestling because there's a commercial right now. We'll be right back to y'all." Nigga, what? I just paid money for this.
Bro,
Wait,
this is
that happened?
Yeah, they were literally. That's why they're doing the 2 out of 3 falls. 2 out of 3 falls matches for no reason.
I don't
Because
remember
they-
that, bro. Hold on, they stopped matches during commercial breaks.
They would do the they would do the 2 out of 3 falls. I believe they would like get the first fall before commercial, then go to commercial. They'd hold off everything
oh my god.
until they come back.
Nah, that shit is
it
crazy.
was like
I
a
did not
boxing
know
match.
that.
It was like a boxing match. That's funny.
What?
Y'all forgot
That's
about
true.
that? Oh man.
Yeah, I did not know about that. That's crazy.
I didn't know. I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
Yeah, because Vince decided that wrestling during commercials was unnecessary.
Bro, Vince was doing those. See, this is what I'm saying. Vince was just doing the most randomest shit, bro. Like, doesn't even make. Like, how's he coming up with these ideas all of a sudden?
Vince in 2019
He had
was just
he had been having matches wrestle on commercials for decades, bro. Now he just decided one year, yeah, don't make sense. We're not gonna do it anymore. You've been doing this for 2 decades now, bro.
He
What are
was
you talking about?
74.
Imagine paying bread for
He
that.
was, he was 74 at the time, bro. Nigga brain was gone. It was mush.
That shit is crazy, bro. I do not remember that, bro. I do not remember. Oh, they introduced the 24/7 title that year as well.
Oh yeah.
Well, that was okay on social media. but
It was
on
cool.
TV,
It was
like,
cool for a little.
Reggie was also the greatest belt holder of that.
It was cool for a little
Hey,
month or
John
two.
Reggie.
He was also the greatest one to hold that
Excuse
belt.
me. It was cool for a little month or two. And then you
And
know
then
what
it
they did
ran for-
afterwards?
Then it got absurd.
You know what they did afterwards?
Peter
They had Jeff-
Rosenberg
They
won,
have
bro.
Jeff Hardy chasing that title, bro. Jeff Hardy chasing that title at one point.
Nigga, they had Bobby Roode chasing that title.
Bobby Roode. was
Hey,
chasing
the
24/7 title, bro.
disrespect that Bobby Roode suffered at the hands of Vince McMahon and the main roster was so fucked up, bro. Bobby Roode was a star in the making.
But R-Truth made that shit work though. I ain't gonna lie.
He
R-Truth,
did.
R-Truth made it work. He did make it work. R-Truth made it work.
I forgot Jeff was chasing that title.
R-Truth was the only one that made it work.
Bro, he was chasing that 24/7 title, bro.
I feel sick.
R-Truth had 54 24/7 title reigns.
Hey, did y'all think that the PC era was bad? Like real bad?
Yeah,
Hmm?
it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
I hardly remember anything that was of relevance in
No,
that
I
era.
would say none of them was. It wasn't too bad for me
I
because
just remember
they
Bloodline.
tried to make some things creative.
They did.
for
Well,
that.
Thunderdome was better, but when it was
None of
just
them
straight
better,
PC,
but like the PC, but like no nobody in
Oh yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
that was
was
oof, oof.
I
That
blocked
was-
that out my mind.
like that whatchamacallit, that match that Braun Strowman had with Bray Wyatt, that swamp shit match or
Swamp match?
whatever.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
That
Yo.
was okay, but it wasn't as great as like the Boneyard match and the Firefly Funhouse and stuff like that. Like those were a lot better.
I hated that shit.
The
What, the
Swamp
Firefly
match
Funhouse
was-
match?
No, I love that. I hated the swamp fight.
Oh yeah.
Hated the swamp fight.
I didn't hate it, but it was kind of
Jesus
like
Christ.
I wasn't feeling it either. Though. I was like, I mean,
I guess
it's there. It happened.
Did we even get a real winner?
Yeah, it was Braun Strowman.
Yeah,
wasn't
bro. The
Yeah.
Fiend, you know?
Oh yeah,
Strowman
because
won?
because the
No,
Fiend
it was
was
the Fiend.
underneath the water. I remember that.
Yep. He took Braun Strowman underneath the water.
Yeah, and
He
yeah,
popped
came,
back up.
yeah, and then I remember Alexa Bliss was involved in that shit too.
Y'all got me looking up the 24/7 title reigns. For a month, it was just R-Truth, Elias, and Jinder Mahal tossing it back to each other, bro. That's disgusting.
Nah, it was at one point. I think what's that dude? Drake Maverick, I think his name was, bro.
Yeah.
I see it, yeah, him and R-Truth,
He had
yep.
held the belt. I remember when he was at the he was at his wedding, and R-Truth got him, bro, for the belt. You think it was walking down the
Nigga
aisle.
kept talking
Hey,
about
and let
trying
me-
to consummate the marriage. Like,
And let me
nigga,
add,
don't do
let
this.
me
down the
add to that,
aisle.
Josiah. Right after Drake Maverick beats R-Truth again, he loses to Pat Patterson.
Huh?
God. He lost
That
to
nigga-
Pat Patterson.
That nigga lost to Pat Patterson right after he got it back from R-Truth.
Oh wait, he passed
Bruh.
away the year after. Oh my
I
God.
remember-
Yo,
Your chat just brought up something crazy, bro. Nigga, the Miz getting attacked by zombies in the what was that at the
that was 2021. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my
Backlash.
Wait,
yeah.
remember that eye for an eye match
Vince was
at the Horror
completely
Show at
gone.
Extreme Rules?
He was completely gone. It was over with.
And niggas want Vince back. I'm
Yeah.
so sure.
Keep that,
The
dog.
eye for an eye match, bro.
I'm so sure. Bro, it was a fucking ping pong ball.
Hashtag keep Vince at home, nigga.
You can hear that shit go.
Oh my god, I totally forgot
nigga-
about
this
the
Eye
Horror Show
for
Extreme
an
Rules
eye,
match.
bro.
Bro, this
Oh,
nigga
God.
Seth started throwing up, bro. I'm like,
The
there's no,
Horror
you
Show
did
at
this.
Extreme
Why are you throwing up?
That's like murder somebody and throwing up, bro. Like what? Like
Oh my
Well, you
God.
did it.
you did this. Like what are you talking about? Like
Eye for an eye match was nasty work. Miz and Shane were the tag team champions for 19 too. Yeah, I
Oh,
remember
gross.
that. They were
See,
the tag
that
team.
part I
Oh, yeah,
did.
Shane was
hate.
running around
I
like
didn't
Pac,
hate.
man.
It just kept going on, and then Shane kept
They
getting
turned
worse
Miz.
and
They
worse.
turned Miz into a face, and I wasn't feeling that. Bro.
And then
Bro,
when Miz lost twice, he lost back to back.
Miz is someone that just doesn't work as a babyface, bro.
And then Mrs. Pops got in the ring.
Yeah.
That was a great meme.
With
For a
the
minute.
fist.
That was a
Bro
great
was
meme
like-
for a little minute.
With the fist, bro. That shit was.
Yeah.
terrible.
And I'm about to find a picture of that.
That shit was terrible. Yeah, I remember that match between Rey Mysterio and Samoa Joe at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was like
1 minute.
30 seconds.
Yeah,
1
that was
minute.
Yeah, she
disgusting.
was like 30
And then they did it again at Money in the Bank.
Mhm.
Another 1 minute match.
Mrs. Dad, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's
That nigga he did not want no smoke, bro.
Oh, bro, he looks so scared, bro. Wait, I'm gonna try to find
Oh
one so I
my
can see his face.
god.
Look, wait, I'm gonna find
Freaking WrestleMania 35, man.
Charlotte Flair and Lacey Evans, bro.
If they would have just cut the fat off that show,
It was bad, bro. It was bad.
If
They were
there
getting
was
right
any
about it.
if there was any WrestleMania that should have been 2 nights, it was that one.
It was
Yeah,
that.
if
If it
that
was
had
2
been a
nights, I think
two-night
people
show,
would
it'd have been a
remember
lot better. It'd have been a lot better.
Yeah,
it was just so
people would remember
long, bro. It was just so long. By the
Cold
time
Mania would have made it been a night one, by the way. So you know,
for sure.
by the time that show ended, it was like 2 a.m.
Bro, he was so scared. Look at his face. He's like, I don't want to be here.
He's never done this before. He's like, I've never done this.
At least John Cena daddy had a little swag with him. Mrs. Dad.
Oh,
Cena's dad
nah.
even punted Randy.
that was so hilarious, bro. That was so hilarious. That was so hilarious.
I'm so happy you reminded me. Just the
Oh,
hands
man.
like this, bro.
Oh man, that was the funniest thing ever, bro. It's funny thing ever. It was it's funny thing ever.
Yeah, that match was cool. It was just Shane shouldn't have won.
Hilarious.
I
Shane
mean,
was
he
running
could at
around
least
like
won
Pop.
one match, but he won both of them. Like I said, he won both.
He won both.
Like,
That's how I knew it was gonna be a problem with Shane, bro.
Hey, look. Shane's last name will always be McMahon. So you know.
That's a fact.
Hey, y'all know how do y'all remember?
That's why he
the
tore them
justification-
quads.
Y'all remember the justification for why the wild card rule started? It
It
was. I remember this shit vividly, bro. It was like the Saturday before that Raw. Roman just tweets out of nowhere. He's like, "Oh, I'm pulling up to Raw to handle some business," and he had been moved to SmackDown at the time. He was like, "I'm pulling up to Raw to handle some business." I'm like, "Okay, so unless it's the Universal Championship, what other business do you have?" Nigga pulls up. His reasoning for pulling up was, these people want me here, so I'm gonna just be here. Nigga, what? No, they don't. First of all, second of all,
that's crazy.
no. What business is that? What? And all of a sudden, Brian pops up, and then Kofi pops up, and then Vince is just like, "All right, fuck it, we gonna have a wild card rule." Nigga, what?
The brand split didn't mean shit in 2019.
And at first, it was only supposed to be 3 people from each brand at a time, and then they just lost the plot. They just said, "Fuck it."
The greatest Royal Rumble.
Oh my god.
Fucking 2018.
2018 Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Hey, by the way, Braun Strowman's championship reign just passed Bruno Sammartino.
Yo, I saw that. I saw the
Braun Strowman's better than Bruno Sammartino.
That's so disgusting.
Yep, he had like 2,800 and like I think 7.
He's
What,
passed
more than
Bruno's,
that now.
he's passed Bruno's reign, bro.
Yep.
The Dirty Dogs. Holy fuck, man.
Dolph Ziggler
Holy
and Bobby
fuck,
Roode.
man.
Yeah, good old Dirty
The
Dogs,
Dirty
man.
Dogs, man.
Even though, yeah, that shit was.
Wait,
bad.
wasn't Aiden English's tag team around at this time?
the Vaudevillains? No.
Yeah, the Vaude.
Oh my god, bruh. Freaking Rowan with the cage, bruh. The covered cage. I just
the spider.
It was a spider, wasn't it? Oh my
Yeah, it was a big ass
god.
spider. Shit.
They had no plans for that shit, bro.
Oh shit, bro. This
I forgot that was 2019.
Oh no, he was
Oh my
Rusev's
God.
in 2019. Oh, he was just he had stopped wrestling, so the Vaudevillains and all that shit with Rusev was done. He was just commentating. My bad.
Jesus
Yeah, man.
Christ. Yeah, it doesn't get worse than 2019. Holy shit. I think 2025 is more disappointing. But
Yeah,
2019
it's sad.
in high school.
Because there's so much hype. Like 2025, we know that like there's talent. Like we know what you just did from 2023, 2024. Like how could you let us down like that? That's what 2025 is disappointment.
Yeah, I will agree with that 1,000%. That this year definitely felt more lackluster and disappointing. Where it's like,
Mhm.
damn, you were expecting more. So I'm hoping 2026 we can expect more. I'm hoping we can get a lot more better things for 2026. Because 2025 did not live up to the expectations that majority of us as wrestling fans, as WWE fans, wanted it to happen. So hopefully 2026 will turn out to be a lot better.
And I got hope, man. The fact Melo going into 2026 is a U.S. champion. Let's fucking go, bro. Like that shit is hype.
Finally.
We need to watch. Hey, real shit. All of us, we gotta be, and everybody in the comments, y'all gotta watch the episode on Friday. We gotta make sure that Melo winning the championship is like the most hype shit on the internet.
Oh, wasn't 2019 also the year that they try to transform Mojo Rawley with that little face paint thing? and shit like that? That was 2019, wasn't it?
Hold on.
Yep.
Mojo
Yep.
Rawley was so
Let me look it up.
generationally ass.
Mojo Rawley. You remember Team Flavors, Team Hogan?
Shout out to Ross on
about
this
ass.
one. Calling Ricochet Captain North America with the outfit he had on.
Captain North America. Jeff Hardy beat Karrion Kross on the debut on Raw. I remember that.
Justified.
When he brought back No More Words.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
Roman Reigns
Only
was-
justification you need.
Yeah, you were right about that Mojo Rawley shit in 2019 because that's when he came up to the main roster and was partnering with Zack Ryder running around.
That nigga was
Hey,
dope.
when was Happy Corbin?
2020,
2021? 21, 22.
2021.
Then they ended in a feud with Madcap Moss.
Oh
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
god.
Not even that, bro. He had a WrestleMania match against Drew McIntyre, bro. Out of all people, like,
The first time the End of Days got kicked out of, too.
Oh my
Drew
god.
Ever?
McIntyre and Baron
Yeah.
Corbin. Yeah.
That move was
That's a
protected,
crazy protected. That's a
Well,
crazy
yeah,
protected move.
Undertaker. Well, he said in an interview, he was like, Undertaker told him, "Hey, you're one of the bigger guys here. Pick one move, and you need to protect it." And that's the one he chose. The end of the days.
No, that's good. That's good. All right, fellas, we'll go ahead and sign off here. We've been on here for over a little 2 hours, so make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. We'll be back next week with the final episode of the No Name Pod, giving our predictions for 2026. Make sure you stay tuned for that. We should have the full squad here next week, so make sure you guys pull up, hit the subscribe button. Josiah, thank you for taking the time to come out here today. Shout out to Alan for coming on for a little bit,
Yes,
taking the time
sir.
out of his day.
No
Make sure you
problem.
hit that subscribe button, man. Subscribe. We're gonna be back.